Monday. It's Meg and Zach. We're back doing the hobby stream, all that stuff. Make sure you guys do the like and subscribe. My friends were at work asked me if I had to do that, and I was like, I do. I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
How are you guys? How are you?
Good. Yeah. Good. Good to be back.
I know. I actually really miss doing this. I miss doing this with you. Let's see. What am I looking at right here? You guys, we've been tweaking this stream a little bit, trying to make it more fun, really trying to make it more talky. So if you're in our Discord and you got like the talk show ding, right? That's why.
Yep.
We're gonna talk a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome. Let's see. Kicking it off though, we are gonna be painting the new Spearhead stuff.
Yep.
Cities of Ash.
That's right.
Yeah. And we want to say thank you to GW.
Yeah.
Thanks, GW.
Yeah.
You're the best. Let's like hold it up
Yeah,
and
so-
show we're not a bunch of liars.
Well, there's the book.
Look, wow. Look, and
Here's
Zach has the box.
here's the giant box of things you can buy. You can buy this.
Yay.
Actually, I don't know that you can buy it anymore. Can you still buy this? I think it all sold out. You can't buy it.
know. You
Here's
can
a
buy it
cool.
from us.
Here's a cool. No, you can't.
Oh, wait, no, don't.
No,
we
you-
wouldn't do that, Andy.
You actually
Never.
can't buy from us. We're
That'd be
using it
bad.
all.
It would be-
Here it is. I
it'd be
think
busted.
this
We'd
is
be burning
great.
it
I'm pretty
apart.
sure this is great, and I'm pretty sure you can't have it.
Pretty sure.
It's gone.
Yeah.
I think it's sold out. Is that true? Does anyone in chat
You
know?
guys tell us.
Do we want to just show things in it real fast?
Yeah, we can do that.
Meg,
Before we get to the news.
So we've hobbied to completion only one thing from it so far. We passed off the Clan Eshin stuff to Brad. And then we did get to paint the terrain pieces. Here's those. And we're going to use them in normal Sigmar. And we did actually on yesterday's stream. They were there.
Yeah.
This is a weird, like, I'm not just telling you guys to do this to go get more views, but if you want a close-up view of them, honestly, go watch the intro of yesterday's game because our intern Hayden took some really good photography of it on Friday, and then we showed it off on Saturday. So,
you don't even have to watch the whole stream. You can just watch the first like 5 minutes.
so
Okay.
I just wanted to chat a couple things that come in Cities of Ash. One, you saw the book Meg was holding up. I want to talk about that book a little bit, Meg, at some point today, because that book is kind of interesting. And then there's also this book, which is like this book is like the quick get going one.
Quick start. Yeah.
Yeah, but it also has the rule. It also has the data scroll in
Yeah.
it,
So it has
for
all the rules.
for Spearhead.
It has where we go. Battle plans, battle trades. It has like, you know, you don't need to buy a separate book for this, which is nice
Yeah.
because it has everything in here. The other thing this book has, which is funny, Zach, the handbook.
Yeah.
It has the sprues and the instructions in the book.
Yeah.
Which is funny because once you've built it, it's like, okay, I'm going to tear these pages out. They don't matter.
Yeah, this book is super interesting,
Yeah.
folks at home, because it does what Meg is talking about. It's like, it's a little annoying to build stuff. Then it has like lore stuff in it.
Oh, it gives you stuff to read.
Yeah, it has lore, it has photography, it has artwork.
Yeah.
And by the way, if anyone in chat wants to see anything in particular in any of it, I know that's a lot easier to do with a
pull it up at some
Battletome
point, yeah.
when we show off Battletomes. But if you want to
guys
know,
ask.
this is what's interesting, real quick, Meg. This is very funny. They say learn to play Age of Sigmar, right? It never talks about. It never uses the word Spearhead in this. So
That's funny.
they like go through a walkthrough of how to play
They're
Sigmar.
like, what are you talking about? You do play Age of Sigmar. You just need to add more to your army.
Yeah, it's really interesting. They like kind of show
really
you.
interesting marketing.
But this box it's funny because this box was, you know, didn't come out around the holidays, but it's absolutely designed, this book, for young, new
It's like
people getting
everything
going.
Except paint.
And they literally walk you through turns, and they're like, flip the dice to this and imagine you rolled that. Like, to that extent, they walk you through everything.
That's cool. Oh, yay. Yeah, everything you know.
It's got everything. And basically, the book is, I think, interesting because it's like, you bought this game, Spearhead, but you actually can play Age of Sigmar because the rules are the same, right? Finally, last thing, of course, it comes with cards with all the war scrolls, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, the last thing it comes with is the board. But the board is, the playmat's the coolest one yet, I think.
Yeah. Is it? Why?
I like the mosaics.
Oh, okay.
They're very, like, Roman.
Oh, okay. I actually haven't seen this yet because I was gone. Here, I'm just going to fold it in half so you can see the mosaics.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It has like
that's
those.
cool.
Those are the objectives. That's where you go.
The Skaven
Yeah,
mess is coming
yeah.
through. Yeah.
So these are like where you go stand, and they're the objectives. Oh, interesting. Some of them are square shaped now.
Two-sided.
What's going on? It is two-sided because
Oh my gosh.
that's how the game kind
Are
of
you
works.
saying that we might have square objectives? That'd be weird.
I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
we haven't
We
gotten
don't
our
know.
new season stuff yet. So
We don't know. You don't know. But anyways, thank you, GW.
Thank you,
for
GW.
that. We really appreciate it.
yeah.
And maybe one day it can be yours.
Is this a cool time to? Is this an okay, appropriate time to bring up that Andy sent us 2 because we're cool? Just like a little brag. I don't know. I don't know how many.
2.
I don't know how many other channels got.
So
we
we're
got
gonna
2.
sell the other one.
No, we're
gonna
not.
Put it on eBay.
No,
for
we're not.
Triple the price.
No, we're not. And in fact, some of it. I mean, I painted up 2 sets of the terrain already. I painted up all the terrain from both sets.
Yeah.
And then we have some other models we'll show in a second. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not going to play Spearhead on the channel. Don't ask. Sorry. We played Age of Sigmar, but we are going to play with the models. That's what's important here.
Yes.
And we are going to learn whatever rules they adapt for Age of Sigmar. So you will see them on the channel. You're not going to see Spearhead. Get over it.
Well,
We love Spearhead. Play it off to the side.
what I will say this.
Yes.
And you're going to be shocked, Meg, of all people, to hear this from me.
Because I was like,
Spearhead
like,
is.
I'm going to back him up. We're not
No.
playing it on the channel.
Spearhead is something I will never say never to.
Okay.
Here's the weird thing about Spearhead.
I look like a jackass.
No,
Cool.
you're right. Here's the weird thing about Spearhead. It seems very popular.
Hearts.
It seems extremely popular.
Yeah.
It has grown in popularity since, I'm going to say, Adepticon.
Yeah.
The last year's Adepticon, not this year's. And the reason I bring that up, Megan, is because Saray and I at that Adepticon covered their Spearhead tournament on a weekend,
Yeah.
and the views were like lower than we get on just a, like.
That's why.
Yeah. So
Because it's all about the money.
the view
But
count is just low.
It's probably a cool game.
Here's what I would say. We talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we do Mandrill games in our Discord.
Yeah, we talked
That
about
would be a
doing
cool
this.
place to do some
We might
Spearhead.
Spearhead
Because it is super,
for fun.
it is, honestly, it's super fucking fun.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the
It's
best way to play Spearhead, though, honestly, is to have 4 people, each with an army, and like get together and swap
next to
opponents
each
a
other,
little bit.
too.
Yeah,
Like,
sit, kind of
I'd like
hang
to
out.
do that with Blood Bowl too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but sorry, the difference is Spearhead games take 35 to 45 minutes.
Okay. Let's not get. What is the phrase? I don't know. Settle down.
So sorry, that's not a dig on Blood Bowl. It's just saying that the Spearhead game is really finely tuned in how long it takes.
Yeah.
Where Blood Bowl is not, and that's an okay thing. In fact, it's fun because some Blood Bowl games come down to the wire, but that wire could be 3 hours.
But if you have 2 Blood Bowls set up next to each other, they'll both take 3 hours. It's fine. Moving on. All right, guys. So, like I said in the beginning, there's probably some new faces. I already see some new faces that I don't usually see in the hobby hang, so yay. Yeah, you're never late. We're glad you're here. The show is a little bit different than it used to be. We are all hobbying together on whatever the hell we want. Get it out. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Get your. You better not just be sitting there.
Flop it on the table.
You
and
better
start
not be on the
painting with
toilet
it.
right now.
But that's what we do. We like hobby and we chat, and we're glad you're here. If you don't know how it works, this is what our stream is like. We're doing community news right now. So there's some real things in here, and then there's like even more real things that come out of our Discord that's going on. We have a hobby challenge that we do every year. It goes all year. It's kind of bonkers this year. So join in if you want to be weird with us. And then we do hobby and chat. So we'll have you'll see what we're working on, and we will chat about today's topic, which is why does 40K's best rules come from Age of Sigmar? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Then we do something silly. It's usually a segment. And then at the very end, we show off all the stuff you guys have been working on. So that's what our show is. I know a lot of you are here for the hobby and chat because you want to talk about the rules. We'll get there. You can think of this part as that 5 minutes at the start of your meeting when everybody's settling in, where you're gonna do some fun stuff.
It's good that you're able to compare it to work.
Yeah.
People love that.
Yeah, it's great. Hey, Shady Potion. Oh my gosh.
Like tomorrow when you'll be at work. This is kind of like that.
Yeah, it's like that, but
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Well,
We do have a poll up. Tell us what rules you think are the most fun. Obviously, we're speaking to an Age of Sigmar heavy crowd, so we know what the answer is going to be. But anyway, I did start that in Twitch also.
Maybe the second most popular answer will be telling.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. But there's also some nonsense in there. Okay, news.
Yeah.
Coming up in our Discord on the 26th of April, so end of this month, we have a color palette class. Usually the classes are free for just mandrels. But this time Timbit is going to be teaching this class to everybody. So all of you are invited. You don't have to be a member at all. It's going to be held in our general hobby hangout Discord channel. So I encourage you guys to sign up, check it out. There's the event in Discord. Just hit interested and you'll get the buzzer when it starts. But yeah, that's at the end of April.
Yeah, and Timbit's really,
so good.
He's really good. He's a good teacher. He's also very funny.
Yeah.
So the classes are interesting because he's an interesting guy, and his topics are interesting. Yeah, he's very quiet, very dry, but very goofy. And he does a good job on the classes, and he's a really strong painter, and he gives some really good advice that I'm going to be honest with you guys. Going to different classes, there's a lot of really good painters out there. Timbit gives really approachable advice that sometimes is just real simple, like, I don't know, pick your favorite color and use it. And then add white to it and use that to highlight up. Like, he gives really good, straightforward advice without overcomplicating things.
Sure.
He's good at that, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So that's for everybody. Road to Slaanesh. We've all been working very hard on Slaanesh.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
Yeah.
That's our intern, Hayden. We've put him to work, too.
Yep.
He's okay at it, obviously. Yeah. Thanks, Hayden.
Hayden at this point has done more for the Slash Army than I have.
Yes. Yes, he has.
Which is okay because I have my own personal hell coming up in the next few.
Oh, I thought you were going to give to Hayden to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, Hayden, for your help. Guys, as soon as we get like a good, decent army list going, we're going to show them off on stream. We haven't had them yet. But there's the artwork for him. This is like my favorite artwork. I want to put this on all the shirts and buy all the things. That brings us to the community news. The real news, this is the news from our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you guys check out our memes channel, that's where the journalists submit their articles and we pick the best ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach, 2 weeks ago we did the hobby stream. We didn't do the hobby stream last week, so I wasn't here.
Yeah.
And you did your hobby stream with Brett.
That's right.
How was it?
It was a lot of fun. I
liked watching it,
streaming
actually.
with my friend Brett.
Yeah.
Brett and I have kind of been what do you call, making work out of your war game hobby together for since 2018 at least, when he started having more active interest in Fault Line, which is the local 40K club here. He now runs Maelstrom Mixer, which is their event. Him and I run Titans together. Him and I did this together. He helped build our studio.
Yeah.
So now, you know, he's got other things going on. He's got a really awesome job, and he also has a kid, which is great. But
future fan.
It was nice to just sit here.
Future interns.
It was nice to just sit here and hang. Yeah, there you go. It was nice to just sit here and hang with him and chat stuff. This came up because we were talking. The first quote here came up, Meg, because we were talking about this very interesting thing. Gamers, I don't know if you guys like look into how games are made, and there's been research done where they're like, what kind of games are popular among people? Like, and what gamers at a core, one of the things they're trying to hit is skill versus chance.
Yeah.
And it turns out if you tech into one 100%, the examples are chess, 100% skill. There's no chance in chess at all. There's no randomness.
Yeah, you're right. There
Okay.
isn't.
By contrast, Candyland is purely random.
It's insane.
There's no skill at all.
Yeah.
It turns out humans actually don't really like the Candyland one. That gets very low ratings.
That's boring, actually.
Almost nobody
That's
likes
why it's
that.
good for little tiny babies with peanut brains.
They actually also think some of the research I said there's correlation between that and some really. If you were like, I like Candyland. There's strong correlations with like really psychotic behavior.
And how much we judge you.
Yeah. Chess is less popular than you would think among the general.
Are we doing this again?
Among the general. No. It is less people play and less people are passionate about than you would think. It's just that those who are very passionate about it. And it's been around forever, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I can't wait for Liberty Fires to get in here.
It's been around, yeah.
Because I know this comes up. This is also something you guys talked about. Yeah, dude, there was this huge... So, Madman made a meme, like, when this happened, about how... Quoting you guys as saying chess was boring. And
Which I don't think we did.
I don't remember if you said that or not.
I really don't think we did.
It was a really good lesson about being responsible reporters. Madman misquoted you guys. And you know what? Discord ate it up. They ate it up. They didn't check. They didn't...
Madman? Misquote? Really? That guy...
They didn't check the source. And they all piled on. And on top of that... Barry got blasted for it from Brett.
Well, that... Right. So,
not only was Madman misquoting us, but the blame for the reporting was also misdirected. And we were talking about this for 2 days in our Discord about how chess isn't actually boring.
I mean, the thing is...
Also, you guys didn't really say that.
The thing is that, like, there's a lot of community members that have been around supporting us since we started years ago. And both Madman, a.k.a. Mad Dog, and Barry are two of those. But the thing is, I'll say, I don't know if either of them are in here right now, they are both truly unhinged individuals.
Yeah.
They're both very psychotic people in a fun, cute, endearing way.
Very
psychos. We have to say that. So like the fact that it got misquoted and that these two were involved at all, not a surprise. Liberty took it very personally. I guess he plays chess. Yes, Liberty, a person we've never heard mention chess once ever in the 5 years of us knowing him, suddenly got upset about this.
Where is he to get mad about it?
Yeah, I know. He just was like, oh my God, I have strong feelings on this thing you've never heard me talk about.
It was pretty great, though. Thank you, Molecule, for the donation. We'll get Bubbles in a second. Post-Truth Hobby collab.
Post-Truth Hobby collab. Will we get Bubbles? I hope so.
Yeah, we will. I turned it on. Unless we turned it off. Are you trying? No, we're good.
Okay.
It'll happen. Maybe. We'll see. I could just do it. No, I can't. I'm not going to do it. All right. Anyway. Yeah, so like I said, I was gone. Which is why you and Brett got to hang out in the first place, right?
No.
No, that was before that. Sorry.
No, when you're gone.
I've been like.
When you're gone,
all over the place.
we just don't do
a
stream.
Just don't do it, yeah. Can't have this stream without me. Yeah, I went to Arkansas. There it is. Okay.
That was not 15 seconds.
That's okay. There's a delay. Thank you for the bubbles.
Yeah, thanks, Molecule.
Yeah. Hey, Soups. Those cows are my cows. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Those are good bubbles, but not too many. I think I kind of like that look.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like the bubbles.
That was a good look, yeah.
Yeah. So we are working on Twitch. We have Twitch. If you guys have Twitch and you would rather use Twitch to watch, then you should do that. Especially if you have a free Jeff Bezos Twitch donation sub lying around. Then you can watch without commercials and all that stuff. But anyways, yeah, I tried really hard to feed these cows, and some like farmer neighbor drove by and got slowed down, like to see what I was doing, because like, don't touch my stuff, like don't touch the cows, like they're not pets, they're food. But I was trying to anyway. Just wanted to give them some grass because they're cute.
I mean, yeah, okay. I'm not annoyed at you. I'm annoyed that someone. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Oh, this got spicy.
Well, just like, dude, shut the fuck up. You have this giant field that you've carved out land for yourself to like. Okay, I eat beef or whatever, but like, and they're right up against the street, and people are interacting with them, and you're like, whoa, like, fucking God, the South.
It was fine.
What was it on what's the show where Jason Schwartzman is? Righteous Gemstones. And he's like on his front porch, and he's like from New York. I'm not from New York, but I'm from the Northeast. And that guy comes up here and is like really annoying to him, talking to him. And then he's like, "Fuck!"
Is it Fargo?
No, it's Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, you just said that, yeah.
And he's like, "Fuck! I hate the South." That story you just told me.
Listen,
I'm like,
I had a great time in Arkansas. I thought it was gorgeous. I thought
sure. But
their spring weather I kind of prefer because I'm cold all the time now, and it was like a little Mostly warm and kind of muggy, which my skin likes. So like I really enjoyed it. There's so much nature that they protect and you can go and enjoy. Like I really liked it. Anyway, what else happened while I was gone? The mods had some civil war about some games. I don't even know what they were talking about. Liberty had to explain it to me. Sekiro, Dark Souls, MGS. I don't know what any of this shit is.
We don't play video games. Yeah.
We don't play video games, but I came in and I decided that I wanted to participate. What was that? It was like a grid, right?
Yes.
It was a grid where you like categorize your video games. And I was like, I don't play video games, but I should still participate in my server. So I did. I did mine. And I thought it was pretty fair. I thought this was pretty fair. Yeah, put your glasses on.
I mean, there's
So many details.
obviously as a joke.
No.
There, Oregon Trail is many of these not correct. I do love the addition of in the top right, best combat Oregon Trail.
Yeah, you're shooting animals.
That's not combat.
You're combating them with a gun.
That's not combat.
They can't see you coming, but yeah. And I was talking to Liberty about this, and he thought that I wasn't being fair. So I took another go at it, and that's what we.
Power
ended
Watch
up on.
overrated.
It's so overrated. Who the fuck would play
Go
that?
back for a second. I also love the addition Meg here of Cool Spot needs a remake.
Dude, that was a fun game.
Is that? They don't use him anymore, huh?
I don't know.
7-Up still exists as a product.
They do, but I don't pay attention to soda mascots, so I don't know. But it was a cool game, and I think they should remake it maybe with like a different product so that it makes me want to buy some other product and get addicted. But yeah, Oregon Trail, it's the best. That's it.
I always, honestly, I wish there had been a Joe Camel game.
A Joe Camel game.
Yeah. Where you throw cigarettes in the kids' mouths.
Yeah.
The kids are the bad guys, but you defeat them by you throw a cigarette and it goes in their mouth, and then they light up, and then you can walk past them.
It's like they have a bomb inside their belly, too.
No,
Oh.
no. You want to show
the bad
what?
guys.
No, you want to show the kids smoking.
But
What?
then you kill the bad guys with your cigarettes, too. That way cigarettes are like
What?
dual purpose.
You guys, neither of us have a marketing degree, but
No.
I think I
I
might
don't know
have.
what I'm talking about.
I think I might
I
have
was
more
only-
of one than you.
I think maybe I was only listening to you like 75%. And that's
I'm
what
saying
happened.
there's kids walking around and they have like
Like Hungry Hungry Hippos.
no, the kids have things like they have like toys that hurt you, and your weapon is you're Joe Camel, so you throw little cigarettes, and then the cigarettes go right into the kids' mouths, and then they like smoke, and then they get sunglasses on, they're cool, and like as you walk
they're
by them, you
cool.
high five them.
Yeah, they get Joe Camel cool points.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. No one knows Molecule.
No,
Anyways,
you know we're talking about Joe
I
Camel.
know what we're talking about. Okay. The mods had another fight. Thank you for the bubbles, Molecule. Farmer thought you were going to Oregon Trail his cow.
Meg out in the middle of the field with a gun, spinning around, shooting.
Yes, like old school, little like white.
And the
pixel
cows are the slow
They
buffalo
just,
were the easiest
flip.
ones to hit. Then you got so
Yeah.
much meat out
And
of
you always
them.
had to waste it. 'Cause
Yeah.
The game, for some reason, couldn't imagine you going back for more.
The game couldn't imagine a refrigerator in
Yeah.
your covered wagon.
Yeah. Okay, the mods had another fight. We got testy a little bit with each other this weekend while I was
Our
gone.
poll ended in
Hey,
Twitch.
listen, it's not my fault. I tried. You know what? You guys don't want to vote in the poll. I can't stop you.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, so more fights about movies. So Liberty and I started to watch Grave with the Fireflies.
Okay.
We did not finish. He finished. I fell asleep because I was very tired. Which is fine because you and I are going to watch that one. We're
Sure.
trying to get into more anime, so we're going to start with that one. I think I got about halfway. I'm still waiting for it to like gut me. Everyone hyped it up to be this super, super, super sad movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, I'm going to get wrecked. I'm waiting. We'll see. When you and I watch it, we'll see if that happens. But I don't anticipate it will. Anyways, the mods Chat didn't like Liberty's opinions, and so they roasted him because Chat's mean sometimes.
Oh, he had opinions on the anime?
He had opinions, and they weren't what everyone else thought, so they ganged up on him, which was really mean. And didn't think that was very nice.
It's mean, but it's fair.
Oh.
And it is how we do things. So, yeah. I mean, just heads up, anyone.
Am I digging myself a grave for the fireflies, Elijah? And then lastly, we have a hobby challenge that we're going to briefly show you guys what it is. It's insane. It's batshit this year. Basically, you're competing against the mods. It's kind of like a numbers game. We're going numbers this year. And it's a different measurement system every month. This month is crazy. Our theme, every month is a different theme. This theme is like kind of go green. And the reward is to get to create some chaos in our Discord by adding like crazy sounds to the soundboard and free reign to post whatever the hell you want in memes. Right now there's a slow mode because we've got out of control this year. So do anything, call it a project. If it's eco-friendly, you get more points. This is insane. Do some scratch built terrain, metal models. What everyone is actually doing is just like shit around the house. They're doing house projects, which I think is really funny and totally fair. But you guys just post something in that channel. It could be a model you painted. It really doesn't matter. Just finish something, post it, and we'll share it.
Yeah, if people are doing housework, because there's probably a few things going on. One, we just have a nice community of people who do housework, like contribute to their homes. Good. A lot of gamers have a reputation of sitting in their basement and being reclusive and not helping the community around them. So if you're doing that, awesome. If you're doing it because of us and you otherwise wouldn't have done it, even more awesome.
Even more awesome.
Even more awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our news, and that's the challenge. Also, we have a goal every stream, every hobby stream we like to hit 10 new non-cultists.
Yeah.
We're not a cult. So if you become a member or a sub on Twitch, because that's also valid, then we hit our goal, and it's cool. We say we love you and all that stuff.
Yeah. Meg, I have a question for you. Is this an okay time for us to show what models we're working on a little bit today?
Yeah, I'm going to run a quick 60-second ad in Twitch, and then we will start switching over to our discussion and what we're painting today. So anyways, yeah, if you guys have Twitch and you don't want to see commercials, just, donate your sub. If you don't want to see commercials, you're on YouTube, hop over to Twitch, all that stuff. But there we go. Yes, Zach, let's take a look at what we're doing. What are you working? Well, what I'm working on is whatever, but what you're working on. You've already started.
A lot of the hubbub is about the Clan Eshin, Skaven stuff. We figured we would show you guys some of the Cities of Sigmar stuff that's coming out. We think that this army is coming out soon. We got a big reveal at Adepticon, and we now have stuff that we can show off from the Spearhead box, because the Spearhead box came out yesterday. So this is the Malleus Forge Priest, I think he's called.
Yeah.
This is...
You're good.
Yeah, we haven't seen Age of Sigmar rules for this guy yet. Presumably he's a priest. The army currently doesn't have an unnamed priest.
He's got some thing around his neck that looks.
Yes,
like,
yeah.
So
I mean, he's definitely a priest.
Okay.
He's called a priest, right?
Yeah.
Like he's a forge priest. But and in the Spearhead rules Spearhead doesn't have wizarding and priesting. It's baked into the war scroll, kind of like it is in 40K in 10th ed anyway.
Okay.
So he has a priestly ability there. I'm painting. If you guys recall our cities, actually, Meg, could you show one of the banners?
Yeah.
Our cities are based off of Hammerhall Akshi.
Oh yeah, Zach was teaching me this morning.
And we use red, yellow, and white as our main colors. I actually don't know that I'm gonna. The only red I'm gonna get on this guy is the red wood back here behind him on that thing.
Oh,
yeah.
That'll be cool.
Otherwise, I'm focusing on this guy mostly being white. This white kind of color, yellow, metal. I just started. I love Bugman's Glow for my Bugman's Glow is a really good base layer for skin if you're gonna do a Caucasian person, like a white person, right? It's a very good one. And I think it's also really good for if somebody's more like Middle Eastern or Indian even.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a great. So that's why that he looks kind of goofy because he's halfway painted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it also works for like African American. I shouldn't say African American, black skin.
No, only those in America. Only Americans though.
It's like I can't help it. It's baked into my brain. You guys know what I mean.
Only black Americans.
You just go the opposite way, right? You just tone it down.
Yeah.
More. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really
yeah.
good
color.
tone to start with skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
What am I working?
Yeah.
on?
Who do you have?
I actually don't know what they're called. Can you remind me?
That guy. I forget his last name. His first name is Yorvin. He is the leader. He's a unique character, unlike the guy I just showed you. He is a unique character. He is the leader of the Wildacor in Cities of Sigmar.
And he has a cat. The leader has a cat, not a dog.
He has an Ash Panther. And that's the Ash Panther. Yeah.
So I'm going to be working on the Panther today. I'm going to paint him like Bartok, of course. So I'm going to have my phone up with little pictures of Bartok to reference. And I'm pretty excited about that. This guy, I like spent 20 minutes doing the base. I can probably add some more details to it, but I just wanted to have him on top so you could get a sense of like, I don't know, where it's going. And get a good black and white, like, okay, here's like the form of the model, right? I'll get to that guy later though. But yeah, I'm just going to work on Bartok today. And I think we're good to start. What is the topic of the hour again?
Well, we've been seeing a lot of rules from Warhammer 40,000 getting shown off in Warhammer community. I wanted to ask, and honestly, to do this, we always invite our folks in chat to chat. And honestly, we do interact because we need to in this particular case, especially because I never played a single game of 10th Ed Warhammer 40,000.
No, and I don't think you have to know a game intimately to make content around it, or maybe write a Warcom article for it. Or otherwise,
very
right?
true.
We're just here to learn and talk about it, and do our best.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is that the things I want to bring up. I used to play Warhammer at 40K. I played up through 9th Ed. And I did not play 10th Ed for any reason, like of not liking the game or anything. Honestly, just busy. And I sort of have a hard time. I sort of had a hard time not like laser focusing on a game.
It's a lot of rules to juggle. And when you try to juggle too many rules and you don't actually practice and put in the work to get to know something really well, you're going to screw it up and look like a jackass, especially when you're streaming it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
which is why we don't do Spearhead, because we know better. We know AOS.
Right,
we have the overlays, all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And Spearhead's not that different from AOS, but it is different enough that...
Right. It can mess with you while you're trying to run a stream, right? And like...
I mean, honestly, like, as far as folks at home asking or wondering, and I think a lot of people know this already, and you could know this from your own behavior when you look on things on YouTube or whatever, but it really does not promote generalization. It really promotes specialization, which means if you're doing a lot of different streaming, like a lot of different shows, you sort of risk you kind of risk issues, frankly, for lack of a better word. Yeah. There's ways to do it, but yeah. So for the most part, I have not played 40K in the past few years. I've never played a game of 10th Ed. I will never play a game of 10th Ed at this point. That's like a thing. That's weird for me, actually, because I started playing in 5th Ed. And I played 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. And here I am, never playing. Yeah, I'll never play this game, which is sort of sad for me in a way, but also like it's okay. I'm fine. And to be quite honest with you, it's pretty unlikely I'll play a game of 11th Ed. But I am excited for 40K players, quite honestly. One of the things I kind of want to ask people in chat right now, when mortal wounds, which we now in Age of Sigmar call mortal damage, when mortal wounds became a thing in Sigmar, or in 40K, I believe that was 8th edition. And I remember Two things showed up in 8th edition from Sigmar that I want to talk about right away, and like kind of curious what people who play either 40K or both thoughts on it and how like reactions. And I kind of remember the reactions of two things went crazy when 7th ed converted to 8th ed, because it really was a conversion. And in fact, it was such a conversion that if you recall, like people know that Heresy really like they stopped, took a rule set 7th ed, and were like, we like this rule set, but it's not doing whatever we want 40K to do. It's not doing. Quite frankly, I think it was accessibility.
Okay.
And they said, let's take this rule set and find a home for it. That home was Horus Heresy. Horus Heresy uses 7th ed. If you've ever played, I don't know, have you guys ever played a, I know you haven't, I have a little bit, with a friend of mine who has since passed away, our old friend Michael Derry. If you've ever played a historical war game, they are not accessible. You would not, for example, be able to maybe meet your future wife that way.
God.
No
What are you
one,
saying?
no one will play them.
Girls can't.
Like the group, the amount, the type of person, and sample size of person that will get into, say, muskets and tomahawks or something like that is. My guess would be, maybe like between 6 and 12 globally people. So there's not a lot of people that play that are playing and you start and you sit down, you kind of see why, and you're like, oh, like I really need to. It's intense, yeah. And when you go back and play, because I did continue to play some Horus Heresy actually, and was comparing Heresy with 8th ed, and at one point I literally was like to our friend Bill, who was playing, I was like, Bill, I can't do both. I was like, it's so hard to play 8th ed rules and go back to Heresy. It feels like shit.
How much does it mess with you? Like, so we'll talk about mortals. They're pretty identical, right? The way they work in 40K to Age of Sigmar. That's kind of what we're saying.
Their mechanics are identical.
It's identical, right?
Yeah.
So, in a way, like if you were going to straddle both games, does that make it easier, or?
You know, I'll be honest with you. You kind of just brought this up earlier with like playing games on different. Like I don't have rules issues, like keeping rules straight from games.
That's just a me thing.
Well, it's a lot of people's thing, Meg. But for me, it's more like I'm going to use this term, psychological bandwidth of where I want to devote my headspace.
Oh, sure.
As far as I know, folks at home, throughout, I remember 8th and 9th. Again, I didn't play 10th, but as far as I understand, the mortal wound mechanic is very similar. The big difference is that, there's the big difference is in the strength and the amount. Mm-hmm. And they have, I think, somewhat fixed this. The problem in 8th and 9th 40K was two things. One, mortal damage, unlike normal damage, carried over. And in 40K, damage does not carry over. If I shoot a Termagant with a 2 damage weapon,
thank you, molecule.
Right, in a save, I don't lose you don't lose 2 Termagants.
Yeah.
Right. If you shoot a Witch Elf unit with a 2 damage weapon and one goes through, you lose 2 Witch Elves.
2 Witch Elves, yeah.
Mortal damage always carried over. But that said, mortal damage is usually just like 1d3 or something like that. It wasn't very much.
You want to read Molecule's chat?
Yeah, he says, to counteract their declining birth rate, Japan has banned historical war games and Battletomes.
Wow.
That's really good.
Oh boy, is it working?
Yeah. That's really funny, actually. Anyway.
Oh wait, this is like a saddle or something. It's wearing. Okay, I won't paint the fur. Whoops.
Anyway.
Go over that with something else.
I always was curious, like the criticism of mortal damage when it showed up in Sigmar, was that there was a toughness characteristic in the game.
In
40K.
40K, yeah. That chart.
And that, the chart was mostly gone by 7th and 8th ed, or 8th and 9th ed, and instead it was, it was very simple. Are you more, is the strength higher than you heard on a 3? Is the strength lower than you heard on a 5? Is the strength the same than you heard on a 4?
Right.
And then there was a double. If it was double, it became 2 or 6 or half or whatever.
I remember that.
But the issue really was that 1d3 mortal damage did things like it bypassed not just armor like it does in Age of Sigmar, but it also bypasses toughness in 40k. So there's this other layer of something that you totally ignored, and it was like, well, that's unfair for an Ogrin or a Custodes compared to a Cabalite Warrior, right? One's toughness 5, one's toughness 3, but they both get hit the same way. Ultimately, I think we found that the way this was addressed in Sigmar anyways, that, orcs have 2 health.
Yeah.
Elves have
You
1.
Just make something
Right.
weaker or stronger. And
More or less health,
Yeah.
right? But it still bypasses armor, and I think that it's supposed to. I think that's on purpose, right?
I think it's a cool lore thing. When we watched Ready Player One.
Not Ready
not
Player-
Ready Player One.
Secret Level.
Thanks. The Space Marine episode, and they show
Yeah.
how like chaos gets into your head, and it's like, oh right, that's mortal damage. Like, doesn't matter what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Like, they got you.
Yeah, you spoil a little bit of spoiler if you haven't seen it.
Gosh, it's been a while.
But you see, it's really cool with the 3 Marines are carving through the cultists and even the Zangors, and then they get to like a Herald of Tzeentch or some Tzeentch lesser demon, but still very powerful, and he murders 2 of the Space Marines almost immediately with like a weird mind trick attack.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, that's what mortal damage looks
cool,
like,
yeah.
right? Like, yeah, he doesn't.
And it's like straightforward. You're not checking charts,
Yeah.
which I think makes it a more solid rule personally.
Brett brings
Easier to understand.
Yeah, Brett brings up
player,
another
anyway.
important point, which is that there's a lot saves are better in 40k in general, right? There's way more like 3-up save is Stormcasts are army-wide 3-up save, but there's a lot of 3-up saves in 40k. And then the other one is that wards, what we call wards, they call feel no pain or whatever, are way less common in 40k than they are in Sigmar. Where in Sigmar, there's not a single army in Sigmar that doesn't have at least some access to wards. So, and many armies, there's an entire Grand Alliance, right, has a 6-up ward minimum,
Right.
which is death. So, like, wards are just a lot more common, and wards can be taken against mortal damage. So, there's more protection. I don't think it feels like it's bypassing, like, what makes an army durable, and that I remember that kind of I remember mortal damage freaking people out a lot. I remember they had when I started. I remember my first game was actually in Mythic Games in Santa Cruz, one of my first 8th Ed games, and I remember I was playing a friend down in Santa Cruz, and he was playing Necrons. And he had some crazy mortal wound output thing. And I had the Sunshark Bomber, which could fly over things. And you rolled like, I forget, but it was a lot. You rolled a lot of dice, and each 4-up or something was immortal damage. And having that happen I did it to him. I think he did it to me with his thing. And each time it happened, I remember both of us being like, shit. Like, oh, I just flew over like Necron Immortals, and these guys that are really tough Necrons, and they're gone. Like no save, anything. You're just gone, and it was kind of shocking.
Kind of weird to get used to.
It is, yeah.
There's a lot of like weighing that when you're playing, Sigmar. Like you get spells and stuff that are like, here's mortals, and like when you your rampage attack, you do like D3 mortals or bad D3 mortals for
bad
the
D3,
realm
good
shaper
D3.
sphere, right?
And
you get comfortable with it, and you're like, oh, it's not as scary as it
No.
has to be. Yeah,
No.
I think it is.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, like it's kind of funny, like finding out that I'm about to take D3 mortal damage. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I'm.
like all right, like whatever. Yeah,
I like the mechanic.
yeah.
Yeah, I do like the mechanic. How has it? I don't know, you guys in chat. Like, how do you like it in 40k? It's pretty like standard now? Yeah.
So my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, someone in 40k. My understanding is, like I said, I think it's way less common.
Oh, okay.
Like I remember.
So that would be scary.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What the fuck is it?
So they,
Yeah.
I do remember.
Is it fun though?
I do remember. Remember when we had Arcane Bolt and Mystic Shield? Those spells that everyone could cast.
Yeah.
They had, before they got rid of their magic phase, which was the psychic phase, they had Smite, which, if I'm correct, it did do 1 mortal damage to, or what? Sorry, you guys call it mortal wound still. Did it do 1 mortal wound to the closest enemy, or did it do D3? I can't remember. It might have done D3, but like Smite was a thing, and I remember Thousand Suns were scary because if I remember correctly, at one point they could cast it like multiple times, and so like you got near Thousand Suns, and there are 4 or 5 psychers where it's just like each one just bolting you for D3 mortal damage. Yeah. If you put all that into one unit of say something like Terminators, that's really gnarly. Like I mean, you can just pick up something that otherwise you're fighting through a 2-up save on Terminators. Like 2-up saves, as Brett kind of mentioned, are like unheard of in Sigmar. There are the boats, the KO boats have them.
Yeah.
And that's how you destroy KO boats, by the way. You do mortal damage to them because they don't have a ward. So, like, you have to mortal them.
Yeah.
The brain bugs with smite spam. Yes, Zoanthropes. I remember this. Yeah, Zoanthropes are... Yes, I remember this, actually. In fact, Meg played a few games at 8th, and you painted a bunch of Zoanthropes when 8th came out. Because we were like, you had wanted to paint them.
They looked cool.
They're super cool. But then I was also like... oh, each one of these does like D3 mortal damage, and like it was a new concept at the time, but it was like those guys just float up to Terminators and just like kill 3 of them.
Yeah.
And it's probably looks very similar to what it looked like in Secret Weapon because they're using their scary Tyranid psychic shit, right?
Oh man, when are we gonna get a Tyranid's secret weapon? Tyranid's anything really. Like everyone's like, oh, it's Starship Troopers. I'm like, that's not Warhammer.
Tyranids anything. The last starter box was Tyranids.
I'm talking about like TV shows, bro.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, so they use it lightly. It's like got a light touch.
Is that right? Am I right, folks at home? Brett, people, 40K people, kind of light on like not nearly. People who play both. Brett, you play both.
The good old days.
Who else plays both? Elijah, you play both. Some of you guys play both, like way less, like mortal damage in Sigmar. Like you ask, like Methala for my Deepkin, they have a spell where you roll the health characteristic, and each 4-up is a mortal damage. It caps at 10. That's scary, because it could just do 5. It could do like it's gonna probably do 5 mortal damage, but like to like your character, it has to also target a character, I think, or a monster, a hero, but like. Finding out that you're just going to take D3 and like the person does 2 mortal damage. I mean, that picks up an intercessor. You're like, okay, I lost a Marine or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about this for Revolution.
Oh yeah, we are going to get to those.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are we going to talk about Overrun yet?
We can. We certainly can. This is kind of like the Pylon and Pylon again.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, cool. That is on the docket.
Which Graham and I were... Graham was chatting a little bit yesterday on the stream, and we were kind of talking about it.
The other change that they just did recently that comes from AOS are the untargeted charges.
Yes. Yeah.
I cannot... I can't imagine. I remember when I played 40K, and you had to declare it first, then you fail your fucking charge. And it's like, well, I could have gotten that one, but it was less, this would have been more impactful, so that's the one I'm going to declare. But now I'm doing nothing because, well. Oh my God. Horrible. I hate that system.
I mean, the counter to that, which I'm not saying I agree with, is...
There's a counter, of course.
Well, no, the counter is, like, in general, GW has moved away from make a really big gamble, roll a die, roll a 2 or a 1, and you're fucked, right? They've really moved away from that. And again, I'm going to bring this up, and it'll elicit the traditional eye roll from Meg. Oh. But every time we play Blood Bowl, I feel old GW.
I was going to say, I was like, well, that sounds like Blood Bowl.
It's like,
because it's so fun.
It's like, right. And there's a time and place for it for sure. And Blood Bowl is a good time and place for it because the investment's kind of low.
Yeah.
But, showing up once a month getting your once a month game in, going to the game store, getting the train together, painting your army, working on your new unit, taking this gamble, rolling a die, and getting a 1 or a 2. It's like, well, fuck.
Yeah, it's sad. I hated that.
It gets a lot of feels bad.
I really think Age of Sigmar gets the charge rule right, and like we're seeing it now show up in 40K. So I don't know. What do you guys say? What do you 40K people think
I mean,
about
Barry's
that?
brings up, it's more realistic. Like,
Oh, we're getting to the pile-in too.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you, Steve.
I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
Graham was also like,
we're going to talk through it, and I'm going to be like, okay, here's the scenario. What? Like, we're
guys,
going to get to it.
Guys, I have to tell you, I love 40K, and I love Sigmar. And in general, I would not describe myself as a GW fanboy. I like their games. I like their models. I'm mostly fine with things they do.
Don't let Andy hear you say that, Andy.
But
I love you.
But what I was gonna say is, I just noticed that like there seems to be a pattern. Has anyone else felt like this? Where like this is kind of what we're talking about on the stream, where it's like they take like I think AOS is often the lab for new rule concepts, core mechanic, and I think it's been like that since by the way, the other one I didn't mention, I brought up, there were 2 things I remember coming over into 8th Ed from Sigmar. One is mortal damage, the other was Rend. And just the way AP works. AP used to be, I have a 3-up armor, here's a weapon that's AP 4, I just shot you with it, you get a 3-up armor save. Right, I shot you with a weapon that's AP 3. You get no armor save. It was very binary.
Yeah.
Save or no save.
The binary stuff is what kills me, I think.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way to dig yourself out.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the answer, I mean, when I was playing 5th Ed, Tau versus everyone was bringing Terminators, the answer was plasma crisis suits, but also the answer was 60 shots from Fire Warriors and making them just roll a ton of dice and getting 1s. But it does seem like it's the lab for new rules in the large game, right?
Yeah.
And to that end, I think some of their smaller games serve AO. Like they have a system where they're learning rules on their lower stakes things and pushing them up to 40K.
Yeah.
That's fine. I think that's a smart idea. I feel like every edition of 40K.
Like 2 birds, kind of.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like every edition of 40K, they're in that little rules writing. They're in their little conference room.
Little cave.
And they're like, this is a good idea from Sigmar. This is a good idea from Sigmar. Or this is a good idea from Kill Team. Or this is a good idea from whatever. And then they're like, hey guys, what if we also try some of our own new writing ideas? And those ones are the ones where you're like,
what?
We haven't seen this before, GW. And we're immediately like, hey, probably not, right? And dude, I think the freaking 6s in Sigmar, they're called crits, like doing things. We saw just mass fucking fuck up, honestly, in the 10th Ed release, and I think it hurt GW. I think it hurt 40K 10th Ed a little bit.
Sorry.
It was what they called devastating hits, devastating wounds. They took this idea that a 6 did something, and they put it everywhere. And so, and I remember saying to Meg or Saray one time, I think it was both of them, and we were watching a stream of 40K, and I was just like, wow, like, no wonder these streams are longer than Sigmar, because you roll dice, and immediately, you roll 20 dice, and it's like, you create like 3 pools. You pull your 6s.
You reroll your 1s.
POOLs. you PULL your 6s.
Oh my God.
You reroll your 1s.
Yeah.
You take 2s are actually 4 pulls. Twos are gone. 2s are just done. 3s, 4s, and 5s are like, cool, hits. I got to roll a wound. 1s got to reroll. 6s go over here. That's fucking bonkers. And I'll be honest, that they let that get through into 10th Ed is wild to me. Because the whole point of everything was speeding up the game.
It's so funny because I hear that and I'm like, I guess that's just how they like to play it. Like the way, we have a joke about Battletech, right? Like, oh, you lose this little spot on your armor. Okay, that's this point here. Like, I guess that's just what this crowd likes. And it sounds like maybe not really.
Barry, what you're saying I think also is very true. Barry's saying Sigmar is kind of like the swing mechanics game. It was designed especially.
Yes, 40K is more chess-like. Yeah. Totally. Right, and like with the new way they do their claiming terrain, like it forces you to set up the board very specifically to make that work. Talk about Rend. Oh, engagement range also changed.
Yeah. Sorry, can I say one?
Yeah. Sorry, I just didn't want to forget.
Yeah, what I was going to say is I with a lot of these rules, folks at home, I don't know how you guys feel, but I do like this comes up with we'll get to the engagement range thing and the piling thing. One of the things I want to bring up, and again, see what you guys are feeling, but I've always kind of enjoyed this idea that when you play a battle in 40K, you're probably a small part of a campaign, and that's why we have epic. Epic is here's the huge, like we zoom out and look at the whole battle.
Yeah.
In 40K, it's not even that you're playing a mission in a campaign. Yeah, like if you think about, I don't know, a good analogy is World War II and watching like the miniseries Band of Brothers. You see them, like in episode 2 or whatever, they're part of the D-Day invasion.
Yeah.
But they have a very specific thing they have to do. You guys are doing this. And then later throughout the show, like later in like one of the last episodes, they're doing like the thing going across the river with the boat. That's like a very unique, like they're on one mission, right? The war is raging around them and they're on one mission.
Yeah.
And I think that's sort of how I always imagine 40K is working.
Yeah.
And these are also sci-fi forces with most of them with really good scientific knowledge, some better than others, and that manifests in the rules.
Yeah.
Or at least an understanding in the case of the Imperium of how their own tech is to be used. I won't say they understand even how it works, but they know how to use it.
Right.
And in Sigmar, by contrast, I think really you're playing a lot of like just like Neolithic antiquity clashes. Like, this army found this army on the march because they knew we were coming or whatever, or these people are out for something, right? And that is kind of the case. Like Deepkin are coming out for souls, but the Deepkin come out, they get their souls, they leave. It's not like they don't wage a campaign against Hashut or whoever it is. It's like those things do happen in Sigmar, but I kind of like the way that 40K has these more less chess-like, because I think they understand their weaponry better than Sigmar.
Yeah.
Their weaponry is more advanced. An Ardboy picks up a fucking hammer and goes into combat and smashes things.
Yeah.
That happens in 40K, but I mean, like, Tau are like meticulously loading out their crisis suits with the right weapon for the right reason, right? They even changed crisis suits at one point to let you pick the weapon after the game started to see like, oh, I'm fighting Space Marines, I should have this gun. Oh, I'm fighting Tyranids, I should have flamers or whatever.
Okay.
And that's smart. I like that. That's how sci-fi battle should be, I think.
Does that work at tournaments?
I think so, right? This was a thing, right? That's like cool. In 1 edition.
Oh, God, that'd be handy.
He says 40K Barry is the episode of Band Brothers when they are hanging out in Germany drinking. Yeah, that.
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm sure that's also part.
Yeah, so I totally forgot that engagement range was only an inch.
In 40K.
In 40K, and that's new. Because, boy, that sure makes it way more fun, I think. Getting more of your people in at the same... Yeah.
In Sigmar, engagement range is 3 inches, of course.
Yeah.
And one thing that we, like, people always laugh at me for, because I play Horde armies. One thing that makes units like, in particular, Witch Elves are probably the most classic example, is that engagement range is a fun rule because it gives strength to tiny base sizes.
Yeah, right.
And
they like purposely make the bases smaller than an inch.
Right.
So like you're getting 4 rows in really.
Well, I mean, you can always get all 20 Witch Elves.
Yeah.
So when I play my Dreadscythe Harridans or my Bladegeist Revenants, my Night Haunt, I can usually nowadays get all 20 in, but sometimes not. Sometimes 2 of them are like, okay, these 2 are out, or these 3 are out, or whatever. And that's sort of by design. Like, and I think it's cool, and I like that element of elves, steel helms.
It helps also. It kind of counteracts the strategy of situating yourself in such a way that people can't get at you. And it's like, well, okay, they have a little bit of space to get you. Like, you can get a couple of guys in and go, like, maybe one row back if you're on a cavalry or something.
Right.
So it's sort of a nice counter to that, I think. You can't totally hide.
Yeah, I like it as a mechanic that says, like, hey, these are like little crazy murder elf ladies. They're small, they're lilth, they're really deadly. They're going to get into like these little nooks and crannies and kill you. You know, here's Varangard. There's 6 of them.
Base size creep.
There's 6 of them. They're fucking huge. Base size creep is kind of a thing too.
Oh yeah.
Here he is, right?
That's right. I remember that, Nix. It used to be every model in base contact and every friendly model in contact with that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't hate that either, though.
There's an infernal cohort. Hashut.
What am I doing? Oh.
Infernal cohort Hashut. I don't know why I'm showing. I don't need to show this to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Arcanaut, also a dwarf.
So cute.
For
so
KO.
He's painting that.
25 millimeter. This guy's now 28. The 20 and a half, is that right? They love this new 20 and a half size. And I was actually really surprised to see that 25 is still around. The new Blood Hags are 28, but Steel Helms were 25. And it was brilliant to make Steel Helms 25 because I think the way that they now look at 25, before they decide to put something on a 25, they say to themselves, why are we doing this? What is the point of this? And they say it is a bonus. It should literally raise the cost of the unit. Like, it is something really valuable on something like Steel Helms or Witch Elves, where you're like, oh, I'm always going to get all 20 in. Mm-hmm. You can make an like the second 28.5 is still mostly fine, but the second you go to this, here's your guy right here's I'll just set him here. Oh wait, now he's there. Here's your boy, the humble Saurus warrior. He's 2 health. Mm-hmm. He comes in units. He can come in. They're 10 and 20 actually. They are 10 and 20, huh? Guard are 5 and 10.
They're 5 and 10. These are 5 and 10.
Warriors?
Warriors. Sorry, it's because you run them as guard.
Yeah. Warriors.
That's why.
You can take a 20 brick of these guys, but like you're not always going to get all 20 of them into the same target, right? It's a cool mechanic. I kind of like it, but you are right, Barry. There is creep going on with base size,
funny.
And the biggest version of it, Barry, I think, is that they are really, like I said, I think, I like to imagine, giving them the benefit of the doubt, they are thinking about 28 is the default for infantry now. We're going to give something 25 if we want them to have that ability.
Yeah.
I was honestly quite shocked Steel Helms got it when that unit came out.
Yeah.
Let's see. A couple other things on our list here. Oh, this is
this is actually the segment up there.
Okay. That's one's good too.
Through this stuff.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, like, guys, you think 40K is for the better with these imports, we'll say?
Yeah, have Sigmar imports helped 40K
What do you guys think?
generally? That's the question.
Like, of course, when I hear it, I'm like, oh, good. But 40K is a totally different game. Like, it's shooty. It's, like you said, it's like more mathematical. There's more like checking charts and stuff.
There's no, you keep saying that. There's no more checking charts.
It was when I grew up, okay? And so that's how I think of it. I think of it as more like math hammery, than Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. What do I don't play, so I'm just talking out my ass here.
No. I've brought this up before.
You can do that online.
Yeah. That's kind of what the internet's for.
Yeah.
I feel like you you're right. You're absolutely right. And I remember this. I've brought this up before. Like, well, I think you're right. I brought this up before. I remember. I
think you're right.
Graham. I remember Graham, like when he was kind of first starting to play AOS, he would see stat lines on things, and he would be like, "Oh yeah, this will." I remember him thinking Karos Fate Weaver could be relied on in combat to do something, and he was like, "He's pretty good. He's got like 4 attacks that hit on 4s and wound on 3s, and are like flat 2 or 3
melee,
damage, right?" And I remember, like, Graham is a really smart guy. He's a much better war gamer than I am. But I think he was kind of coming from like an ecosystem of 40K where you're hitting on 4s, but you're probably also re-rolling 1s, or maybe
that's
like.
Right.
And I remember like seeing
these things don't always translate one for one.
Yeah, there's so many stat lines that you look at and you're like, that could do really, really well. But, I mean, the guy I always mention is Battletomes. I typically don't play, when I'm playing against Sylvaneth, I typically don't put any special thought or attention or what I'm doing around Battletomes. I'm like, the amount of times this guy has come in to charge a unit of mine and done like 3 damage or like 2 or 4 is vastly outweighs the amount of times he's been scary. His stat line is just not good for that. Like you actually need, you can kind of start to learn it. Numerathi. 8 attacks, 2s, crit mortals, flat 3 damage, Rend 2.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. That will fuck you up. Like the second most monsters hit on 4, even these like cool epic heroes riding a monster, their dipshit monster hits on 4. That's where all the damage. So you're looking for either the monster and the god baked in together, i.e. Kragnos or Morathi, where they maybe hit on 3s. Kragnos hits on 3s, right? Ugh. Or you're looking for the rider to be really scary. And an example of that is
Vordry.
Vordry.
Yeah. Okay.
Vordry. Yes, exactly. That's exactly who I was thinking of. The Carnosaur is okay too. He has what, like 8? The guy on top is like what, 7? 3 damage attacks on the charge. Yeah. You're looking for that because if the monster is just 4s and 2s with like 4 attacks, you're like, wow, you'll be lucky to get 1 through. Honestly, 1 is what you could expect. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, if it goes through their save, cool. But anyway, that's I think a lot of the joy of Sigmar is that is a lot of the joy of Sigmar. Yeah. Is that like craziness, and that's what they said. Swing. It's the swing game. Yeah.
Saul says it's turning it a little more melee, which isn't good for shooty armies, right? They're opposite, right? Most of the armies are shooty, as compared to Sigmar, where most are not. Yeah. So the rules apply differently. So yeah, I mean, we're joking like, listen, we have to get a little clickbaity with our titles. I don't actually think one is better than the other. Spoiler. But I obviously strongly prefer Sigmar, so I'm going to say that. But yeah, I'm aware that the games are very different.
Well,
they're not going to work.
Yeah,
it's not always going to work.
I'll take a hot stance. I'll take a hot take. I do think core rules, and listen, I played both. I pivoted to Sigmar, but if I didn't like it, I would not have stayed doing it, and I wouldn't be playing it now. I wouldn't be here now, right? Yeah. So I do think Sigmar's core rules are usually better than 40K's. I do think 40K does a very good job of, like we were just saying, serving what makes sense in 40K. I understand it's not 1 for 1.
It's a different audience.
Yeah, but I do think that the rules are better in Sigmar overall, and I think one of the reasons
objectively better, not just because you find it
correct.
fun.
I think and I think kind of what I was saying about
like Korean girls. What do you think?
I was saying that I feel that in the 40K rules writing room, they adopt things from other games of their own that are doing well, maybe other companies too, you know.
Everyone copies everyone. But
then I think they often are like, let's add one other thing in, and I think a lot of times they're just. You're like, what the fuck were they thinking? And I'll be honest, I think like a lot of people, everything piling in, and then I'm just like, what?
Let's check it out.
I'm like, why is the system in Sigmar, which is pretty much how 40K is too. You pick a unit, they pile in, they fight. What is wrong with that? What was that called? Can somebody who played 10th Ed tell me what the problem with that was? Because there's no problem with it in Sigmar. Nobody has ever said, boy, I hate the way pile-in works in Sigmar.
Well, maybe someone, I always wonder, do they just want to try something? Curiosity and let's do it. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea how to make up rules. So that's, in my head, I'm like, oh, someone just got curious.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, kind of. And
but it must have come from something. Here's this issue. Let's try to address it this way. I can't imagine someone just being like, let's just gum up the works with a brand new random rule because it'll be interesting. Like an experiment. I don't know.
I want to know because I know I know a lot of gamer nerds don't have opinions on anything ever. But if you're in our chat,
that's why it's good we're here to tell them what their opinions are.
If you're in chat and you think you know why they did this, I really want to know. I literally don't understand why everything piles in first, and then you fight and might have to get to and you know, I was having this conversation with Godforge D in our Discord, and he was saying like you could pull out of combat, and then they said no, it's okay because then you get a what's called overrun fight or whatever, and that's what that is. It's like, no, because you pulled me out, now I get the pilot. It's like, why?
Oh man, we
I want to know what they're
segment,
thinking. Yeah.
We should just start talking.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because
Let's do it.
We talked about like stuff that went from AOS to 40K.
Yeah.
There's some wacky shit happening in 40K land, and we're like, should we bring that over here?
Yeah.
And we're starting with pile-in, which is great. This is so fucking weird to me, this change. So it came up in chat.
Yeah.
Everybody like, it's your turn. You did all the charges happened. Now you pile in everything all at the same time. Like, I don't get that. Then the other person does their pile in. So like, okay, hold on. I need to like demo this because it makes like in my head makes so little sense to me how that was good.
Yeah, I don't agree with that shady potion. Or voodoo.
Oh yeah, their proofreading's pretty rough.
Oh, that I agree with.
I totally.
I don't think they're bad at rules writing. I think they actually are good at a lot of rules writing. I kind of agree with you in a way.
Yeah.
But I do think that they sometimes do rules and we don't get why. And then we're like, maybe later we see why because of other things come out. And that's always an addition thing. Brett is the king of that. Brett's like, no, you don't know what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And he's kind of right. But also, like, I sort of agree with it. But I think they also get a lot of rules. They do a lot of things well, Voodoo. And that's why it's confusing to me that when they take ideas from Sigmar, it's like they don't, it's kind of like that internal need to see that somebody did something better than you.
Yeah.
But the refusal to simply copy it.
Yeah.
And instead you're like, we do this as a YouTube channel, and I think I'm going to boast for Meg and Saray in particular, but I try to do it as well, where if we see something for another channel, we typically just wholesale copy it and then maybe adapt it and grow as it needs.
Sure.
I think the immature thing is to just look at it right away and go like, no, I hate it right away. Engagement range is going to be 2 inches, not 3. Like, why? Well, is 3 not work? Like, or this, it's like, oh, this is how pylon works. Oh, no, we're going to like.
I mean, maybe it has to do with those differences in the nuance of the game itself, right? Like, it's a shooty game, so why do we need to have 3 inches of melee? Like, we assume you're gonna have some great shooting, so it's not necessary. Maybe this is like bullshitting. Right?
No, this is good.
Like things like that
but
might be why they tweak it.
So I was gonna add on to like literally what you're saying is what I was gonna say. I'm sorry, I'm having to do this and fight Voodoo at the same time.
Oh my God, he's not fighting.
Yeah, I know. No, Voodoo. I actually. Yeah. Okay. I agree with that. Hold on. I'm gonna get back to this. Okay. Here's the only thing I can think of, folks at home. Why pylon is fun or is good this way. It literally goes back to what I was saying, which is Sigmar is antiquity level technology with magic on the side. Why? No. Oh, okay.
Nah, we didn't need to.
We got our toys out. Okay. And clashes are like again, Iron Jaws and Fire Slayers. I mean, those guys hit each other in combat. This is not a precision engagement.
Yeah.
Right? This is a smash and bash. Even Lumineth, like, I love picturing wardens, and like you charge them and they're all like, huh! Like elves, and they all like get in there like real fast, and they're like scary, and they have their phalanx or spears.
Yeah.
But once like those Iron Jaws get in there, they're like, those guys are fucking stabbing each other with whatever, smashing with these shields. I think in 40K, the pylon at the start of combat phase, I believe represents, one last thing. I'm Fire Slayers over here, I just charged Iron Jaws. I'm Fire Slayers over here, I just charged the other unit Iron Jaws on the other side of the board. Those two units aren't talking to each other. Mm-hmm. In 40K, every faction, even Tyranids, have the synapse, and they're all communicating with each other. Yeah. And I think the pylon is meant to represent, it's my turn, I'm the sci-fi effective army.
Yeah.
I charge, and because I launched the charge, I also had the wherewithal to know, cool, now let's get into these positions for the battle. Like here, okay, cool, I charge these guys in the building, but everyone head to the right side of the building because on that side there's one of our tanks is over there and they can support. If you go the other way, or like go around them so the tank can shoot them or not shoot, like stuff like that. So like,
not lore-wise, but like the way something would really play out wise, I can see it making sense. Like everyone piles in at the same time because like you said, they went in knowing what they were doing.
Correct.
But this is a game.
Yes, yeah, that's the problem.
This is a game, and I think it really sucks. Like, or, well, I'm not going to say that because I haven't played it. But what I like about Age of Sigmar alternating pile-ins is that it avoids like your whole army just being like, here you go, like, good luck dealing with that. We've wrapped ourselves around you the way we want. And you can't really defend yourself very well. So to me, it kind of negates a lot of that alternating action. Yes. And
that's kind of what Nexagon and Janjiro are saying.
Yeah.
I don't think you're reaching, by the way, Jan. I think... Yeah. And Shady...
That's all right, Shady. You're underthinking.
No, Voodoo is right. I am like, we are all overthinking why they did it.
Why? Oh, why doesn't matter.
But they may have overthought it too, I guess.
Maybe.
And yeah.
The point is, as a player, I wouldn't like that, I think, as much. Personally. You guys will find out how you like it.
It's lore versus...
I wouldn't want to bring it into AOS.
It's lore versus gaming.
Yeah.
And
like, the back and forth feels more fair.
Yeah.
Like, way more fun.
Right.
Way to play. To give your opponent a chance to, like, kick back, right?
I mean,
lore-wise, it makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's an age. I think that is maybe one of the biggest things GW games are currently dealing with. Yeah. Is they've seen the world around them, Legion, X-Wing, Halo. They've seen IPs that by all means should blow them out of the water, show up in the wargaming sphere and disappear.
Yeah.
Voodoo, they're not the best at rules writing, but it has let them, their ability at rules writing and their model making and their ecosystem has defeated a lot of IPs in this sphere. And I think that they're kind of thinking about that. They're like, it's the chess Candyland thing. They're like, there's a sweet spot and they're good at kind of getting it and then mixing it with their lore and all that. Yeah, so anyway, I agree, Meg.
Okay, but this overrun thing is really funny to me. I find that really interesting. So after you've fought, if it's your turn, but you have lost like the combat range, if you've come out of combat range,
somebody pulled the casualties.
But you're eligible because you charged.
No, this is where you can use these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to? Is that
what
we're saying here? Okay.
You don't need to.
Yeah. Then because I did this before the stream, I was like, what does this mean? Like, I'm like playing with the models, like, oh, I get how it works now.
Yeah.
So I brought them here in case we needed to do it again. But you're like, oh, I charged, and they died from someone else, but I want to keep fighting. Like, you get another pile-in on top of your pile-in, like that you all had already made.
So that's
totally different.
That's weird. That makes me think, why do the first one? Yeah, and then but Nexagon had a good point. He said maybe they thought the skill ceiling was too high for pile-in, and that it helped beginning players. I do think they think about stuff like that, and piling in is like an art, in a little bit of a science and an art.
I'm terrible. I don't. Yeah, it
is. Yeah, you really need to make. Yeah, you had that situation where you piled in too close to the Glocken and
too close to the sun.
Yeah, like you learn from mistakes.
I am curious how this is gonna play out.
Same.
I'm mostly just curious. Like I honestly, seriously, like I don't think one is necessarily better than the other.
Same.
Like we get these honest reviews about rule changes that are totally wrong because the person doesn't play. You know, like we haven't played yet, so we don't know. Like Night Hunt, right? Like their rules ended up being fine.
Yeah.
Everyone was doom and gloom. So I'm mostly just curious about this. Yeah, and I don't think, as I understand it, or as I'm like absorbing it now, I don't want this. I do not want to have everything pile in at the same time.
Right.
Then you have to buy tokens to track, which one has fought. Like, gosh, if you just pile in and then fight, it's so much easier, like, to remember. And, like, that's sort of some of my approach.
Yeah.
I don't care about the lore thing.
Right.
I want the game to be more fun, and to me, that sounds less fun.
Everybody remembers their 10-man Deathwing squad fought. But do they remember that they're like the two neophytes left over here fighting like 3, I don't know, like Green Wing intercessors? Like, did they remember those intercessors? Oh, did we do that? And there's like a bunch of little weird fights that don't matter that much, but could matter. And you're like, I know.
It's a weird, it'll be interesting. Okay. Ooh, this one. The your like missions are now built on how you match up, and I'm forgetting the terminology here, but
what do you think of this, Meg? Because Brent and I chatted a bit about this. I'm curious.
Force dispositions. That's right. The way you build your list will determine what disposition you have, and then the 2 verses will help curate the mission you have. I think this is so fucking cool. When you guys were talking about it, I was like, oh yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like those choose your own adventure books.
Yeah.
You know, and who doesn't love those? If you don't love those, you're lying.
Well, we all loved them until Netflix took a stab at them, and then we were like, ooh.
Bandersnatch, no thanks.
Do people like this? Yeah.
But I thought that sounded really fun, and this is a comparison, right? This is showing from the article, like, here's what it looks like for the Take and Hold army against Disruption, and here's what it looks like for Disruption against Take and Hold. Like, that's super cool, like custom stuff like that. I like that.
I think you could, I've been saying in Sigmar that I think it's like a lot of clashes of forces over not specific reasons. But you could do this in Sigmar, and it could be a cool mode of play where it's like,
Tournaments are going to be so fun with this, right? Like, because you never know who you're going to get paired up against. And so it's like, oh, cool, I have a tailored mission for the type of list I'm playing against, when I had no visibility into that ahead of time. Like, you make the list, you do the best you can, and then you're stuck. You build anti-monster list, and now you're playing a list of, like, I don't know, KO with no monsters. Like, and they're shooting you. Like, what the hell? Of shit sucks. So I like that they added this tweak.
Steve 19's point is pretty good here. He says, my worry is that these...
Yeah, maybe.
And I don't know, honestly, don't be worried. That will happen. I don't know, like, your worry is correct. But, like...
Yeah, that happens all the time.
That is absolutely going to happen.
Doesn't that always happen? No.
I think his point here... Yes, Meg, it does always happen. I think his point here is that there's another layer of it where you can... and this will be another part of the challenge, is you're going to look at these different armies and you're going to say, who's better at what? And his fear is, right, kind of what Polly's saying. His fear is that take and hold. There will be a take and hold list, say Death Guard. Death Guard should be good at take and hold. There will be a take and hold list, Death Guard, that is just makes everybody else not want to take and hold. So,
I guess.
Right. Now, that said, the influence will still be, if you're playing against a Death Guard player, you're still going to, it's not like it invalidates it.
We're talking about tournaments.
Right.
Like, I normally just play with friends.
Right.
You're my friend.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, meh. But I get it. You go to a tournament, you want to win.
Yeah.
I want to win Best Painted. Like, our priorities are different, so I get that. But as far as, like, the game itself, like, in good faith with your, like, the people you're playing with, it sounds fun to me, and I would totally love to see this absorbed into Age of Sigmar. Matt Rose.
Yeah, something like it. It is quite cool. It's one of my. It's again, like I said, I'm not always. This is where I do agree with Voodoo, where I'm like, I'm not. I do think that, like, a lot of times in their biggest game, they'll just, like, they've got it, and then they're like, hey, let's do this.
Something else.
Yeah, it's like, no, stop.
I know. Let me see. Yeah. So, would you want to see this one join Age of Sigmar or no? What about you guys in chat?
The nice thing about Sigmar, Meg, is that we have seasons.
Do they not do that?
I think they kind of do, yeah. And I like the season system GW has their...
This would be a cool season.
This would be a cool season. Yeah. That's right.
That's kind of... Right. All these little flavor things, I would say sound like season things.
Yeah, like I still am holding out that our new season of Sigmar is going to be city centric,
Probably.
and I'm hoping that not like cities of Sigmar, like the army, well,
Oh,
kind of,
okay.
but also literally like fighting in cities.
Got it.
And this would be cool for there because it'd be like, oh, we're doing Raiz, Raiz or E or however you spell it. Like,
Yeah.
our goal is to go around and destroy buildings. Oh, we're doing we're doing like preserve assets. We're trying to save buildings, or we're doing spy or whatever. And like, yeah, it would be cool to be honest with you.
I like that one.
And also from a large umbrella standard of Games Workshop games.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an overseer of like all the games, but I don't hate the idea of being like everyone's doing this for the next year. Like if you the battle thing you don't like it in 40K, too bad. If you go play Sigmar,
happening.
it's also happening there. Like
You
I
don't
kind of
know
like
what's game.
no, this is the year of like we're all
super
like
funny.
GW gamers are like doing like these missions that are
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Like it brings us together.
Yeah.
At the start, Soups was like, I want to see a rule where you're playing a 40K game and you roll a double turn priority roll, but it doesn't apply to you. It applies to the Age of Sigmar table next to you. Like, can you imagine they write crossover rules?
Oh, hey
for
guys,
your neighbors?
Orcs won. What?
You tabulate that.
Hey,
I got orc points to give the orc player over here.
have any of you 40K bozos ever tried out doing priority roll, doing a double turn in 40K? I'm really interested.
Testing it out.
Yeah, just because like everything
Oh my
will work.
God.
Like
but there's no underdog or like.
Yeah,
they
it
didn't
doesn't.
used to have that though.
It doesn't
so,
have any of
yeah.
the fail safes.
It
But
would
I'd
be
be
a
curious.
nightmare. It would be a mess.
But you could incorporate the can't score secondaries. That's very easy.
That's true.
Yeah, you could try.
That's
I mean,
easy, I guess,
the game
enough.
hasn't been designed for that.
Right.
But sort of
This
to
is how playtesting works, guys.
This is
Just
right.
Make some shit up and try it out.
This is sort of to Voodoo's point. The game hasn't been designed to take that in.
Yeah.
So that's what, like, I agree with them, and like sometimes they're not good at the minutia of rules, but I think a lot of their large, fun concepts they come up with are pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so we have fights first. That exists in Sigmar.
Mm-hmm.
But what we don't have is if it's your turn, you still get to go first with something before all the fight first stuff happens.
That's right.
And that's a new... No, you don't get to do that in Sigmar.
Correct.
Fights first goes fights first.
Right.
But they have this new rule now where if it's your turn and there's a bunch of fights first between you and the other player, you still get to go first with one of your units.
Something that charge.
Before the fights first.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Yeah, it's almost like in Sigmar I would be interested to see this as a CP, where it's called like, I don't know, like planned assault or something. And it's like you can charge a fights
Like
first
Matt Rose,
unit.
are you taking notes?
Yeah, you can charge a fights first unit.
Yeah.
And then you can spend a CP on one unit to fight first. And you can maybe do it in the charge phase, and then it invalidates re-rolling a charge, which I like. Like if you have to re-roll with that unit, they can't do this then. And that kind of makes sense because it means they kind of fucked up their charge the first time. So then now you can't spend CP on the same unit twice in the same
token.
phase. Or
This is big token.
right. Well, no, you don't need a token. You fail the
Can't use CP?
yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Or
But yeah.
in the combat phase, it's interesting too because then you give up all defense and all attack.
Yeah.
So like I kind of like it and quite
Yeah, because this is a quick blurb from the article. It's not like teased apart and like I didn't see the actual rule written out as it would be. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So in 10th though, Polly, correct me if I'm wrong. Chargers, you go through and fights first, and chargers fight first. Then you move to ongoing combats, starting with the non-active player. Do I have that right? I think that's how it was in 9th towards the end. Anyway, yeah, I don't hate this, but it does sort of invalidate fights first as a rule.
Yeah, I felt conflicted about it too. Because I'm like, on one hand, it is like, it fucking feels bad when it's your turn and you don't have any fights first and the other person has them all. And it's like, cool, it's my turn now, I'm going to die. So I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that you get that extra like chance to do something first on your turn.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I mean, the alternative,
It also seems messy to me.
yeah, the counter to that, right? The counter to that argument that you made though, Meg, is, oh,
Shit happens.
well, okay, I mean, like, the counter, well, yeah, right, but also then, like, yeah, you got to plan for that. You got to put 2 units into that, right?
But you can say that about any rule we don't like.
Kind of,
you
yeah,
gotta plan for it.
kind of, right?
No. You wrote monsters only list, and you're dealing with shooting. Oh, should have planned for that.
I honestly really, New Sylvaneth have a rule where if I have 1 unit that charges a Sylvaneth unit, for 1 CP they can fight first.
Oh.
Sounds very powerful.
Oh my god, that's like paying indulgences.
Sounds very powerful, but has a few things,
Yeah.
a few caveats. One, if you charge that unit with 2 things, then they don't have fights first. And what we've kind of seen in some of our games is Sylvaneth are not necessarily that durable. They're like a kind of mid durability, I would say. And it kind of just gets their asses mopped up. Like that you just like brutalize them with like shit. And then 2, if they do fights first, they can't fight, they can't alt attack, they can't alt defend because it's a CP. They have to spend a CP in the combat phase to do this. So like I do think it has some mitigation built into it. It sounds scary at first. Just charge them with more than 1 thing.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so would we want this in Sigmar? What are we saying? I don't know.
No, because fights first. Okay, I will say this: fights first is a little too. It's starting to get a little too prevalent right now. There's a lot of it out there, but I also don't want to invalidate it as a rule. I honestly think I would just prefer to see a little less fights first.
Instead of... it's like introducing...
an invasive species. Yeah. I think
yeah.
there's a little too much fights first in Sigmar right now. Fights first, fights last, fights next. It's showing up a lot. And I think Matt Rose likes to play with it as a mechanic, and I don't think he's doing a bad job of it. It's just kind of not my preference. That said, no, I don't actually want this because I don't want this. But if it continues to be super prevalent, then yes, I do want this.
I don't have strong feelings either way. Like, because on one hand, it's like nice if it's your turn. On the other hand, it seems messy.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's valid or not.
Yeah. No,
Apocalypse rules. Ah!
Yeah, this is a big one.
This I want.
This we want. Done. This we want. Yeah.
Moving on. Just kidding. Okay, I really want. Zach and I were like talking yesterday about what we wanted to do today, and there was like, I'm almost like, oh, I want to play like a 3K and up game like all day today. But then we decided like, let's go like touch grass instead. But I do want to spend a whole day like playing an apocalypse game. And there are no apocalypse rules at all, right? For Sigmar, it goes up to 3,000 points in the app, the list builder.
Correct.
But beyond that, I haven't seen anything. And I know like Polly likes to argue for shorter games, but I like having the opportunity to play like an all day thing and like sit there with your 6-pack, right? And your snacks and like put some TV on in the background and just like fuck around all day with your models. Like sounds fun to me.
Maybe next Sunday. That does sound fun.
I would like to do that. At least 3K. We can at least play a 3K game. And
the other thing...
I want to put like more toys on the table.
Right.
You know, like who play Soulblight? Who plays with Kritza? Who plays with Annika? Like, I don't, and I want to.
And they're not even that bad. It's just that they're like,
why would you take them?
Right.
They're too weird. Like, they are. So it'd be cool to just like, might as well throw them in. Like, let's try them out. And I still have a bunch of other stuff that I get to play with, like the good stuff.
I think I would want it.
3,000 and up. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Polly. I mean, sure, but I also like the option to play an all-day game. I think that's way more fun. I have a hard time resetting. Like when I go to tournaments and I have to, and I'm done and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Like now I have to do it again and start fresh and forget everything I just did. Whereas if it's like a slog, I'm like working through that same problem.
Options
all
is
day.
back. This
fucking guy.
Brain is cooked right now. Listen, no,
He's a fascist.
What I was gonna say though is that the one thing that's very nice is like, especially if you play, like you and I will just do it one-on-one and we'll remember it forever. Like you do a big game. Like that's the cool thing about big ass games is you're there with like 4 other people and
Dude.
you're pissing each other off a little bit because, oh my God, it's getting lazy, slow. Or like, oh man,
Yeah.
he's especially if you don't know the people.
Our 10K game we did.
Yeah.
That was wild. Like, that was so
Right.
memorable, though.
Yeah.
It was silly.
You end up really remembering these games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the new rule they gave, giving your all. Like, you get a chance. Like, if you
Oh,
take
yeah.
it down, what is it, first turn? Yeah. If you're big, like, cool, like, I don't know, Carnosaur, whatever we would have in Sigmar. What would be the coolest model? Nagash or something.
Yeah.
He just gets wiped off, and it's like, oh, cool, great. That was fun. You still get a chance to do your thing.
Well, this used to
before
kind
you
of
leave the
this
board.
used to be how like I think
I like
all of
that.
Apocalypse worked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
because shit
I want it.
too much shit just died.
Yeah. I want it to take all day. Like, I want to play with you. Like, I want to spend time with you. Sorry. But yes, I say I want this in Sigmar. I want them to make up a set of all-day game rules.
And I'll be honest, before we kind of wrap this up and move on to fan stuff, I'll just say, sorry, real quick, one last thing about that is,
Okay.
well, Sigmar actually even has currently their an uphill battle on this even because I don't know if you guys have picked up on this, but there's a lot of once per turn abilities. Those become even less impactful the bigger the game gets because it dilutes down. But even other things, like for example, Tzeentch. Tzeentch have some rule where they just get a certain amount of things. But when the game gets bigger, like Tzeentch are going to be overpowered at 1,000 points, and then very under. They're armies are tuned for 2,000 points.
Yeah.
And some of these armies are, I think there's some we can look at and figure it out and be like, oh, this one will be not good at 2,000, or this one will be. Daughters, for example, are one that are going to be gnarly the bigger they get because they just have to do one thing, one spot on the board, including getting one of their own units killed near a place of power.
Yeah.
At 4,000 points per side, 3,000.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, and then my whole army gets the benefit.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
right? The Tzeentch one is.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember exactly the Tzeentch one. Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. You can do one spot on the board. It helps you out in one spot on the board. If you're 1,000 points, that one spot on the board might be close to half your army. If you're 3,000 points, it's a very small amount of your army. So the ability actually gets worse, right? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris, for the hearts.
Yeah, thank you.
You're amazing too. Okay, moving on. We have claiming terrain as the objective in place of actual objectives.
Do you like this, Meg?
No.
No, why not? Wow. Okay, this is wait. I just want to say, I just want to say real fast before we go any further.
Oh boy.
They get along really well, but they're very different. Is Meg and Graham? They both just love having goofy fun in their games, but Graham is a really serious gamer, and Meg is a little bit lighter. Meg's a more serious painter person, right? You see the classic painter gamer archetype, but both just want to have goofy, clean fun. Graham is with you on this. He's also super skeptical of this.
I hate this.
Yeah.
I really actually hate this a lot. We have battle tactics already, right, for this. So okay. But if
Scout.
that was,
She's talking about like Scout.
Scout, yeah. If I had to always do it that way, I wouldn't like it. And the reason why is because when you look at the missions for this game now, everything is locked into, like, I have the article up. Let me show you. I mean, you guys know, right? Let's find it. Take cover, blah, blah, blah. Is that it? Terrain objectives. There we go. Look at, let me find it. Sorry. I'm talking about the battle plans.
Yeah, while
the
she's...
missions. There we go.
Yeah.
Look at how exact you have to be in order to make this fair. Like, they're measuring out quarter inches and shit here. Like, everything's a rectangle. No, this is not... You're saying it's more narrative, fine, but I don't want to care that much about where my terrain is exactly placed. Like, the objectives are... There's
just these circles that you put in one spot. Yeah.
Like,
no, I get it.
You measure the objectives, right? But the terrain itself is, like, fun and maybe not identical one for one. But now your boards always look the same. Like, that's what it is. It's the look of the board that annoys me.
Yeah, because even
that seems so lame.
even in Sigmar, most they do
disagree, Elijah.
they do suggested terrain placement.
I just said the opposite.
They do suggested terrain placement,
Yeah.
but a lot of the terrain in and of itself has options, like put this or this here. And then also,
Yeah.
like, a place of power can be, you can choose to make impassable places of power or passable ones, like, that you can just walk over. So you get these options. 40K really is locking it in.
Yeah.
And then saying, now you have to work around this. And I think you need those two to go together, but I understand your point that
It's funny because Elijah's like, we've been dealing with L terrain, and that's a shortcoming that 40K had this last season with like kind of boring terrain. And Age of Sigmar doesn't have that problem. So to me, looking at this, I'm like, this is a downgrade. I would not want this. Have to like always have the same exact like terrain placement.
Right.
Like it looks like a tournament, and tournament terrain sucks.
Yeah,
hate
it doesn't have to, but it
But
usually
it does.
And
Because they're like, it needs to just be clear so the players can math, blah, 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 right?
Yeah,
I don't care, Elijah. I don't care what you say.
For a while now, I've been thinking the L's, I think, were the first step where they realized, where they went this direction. I believe, okay, here you go, Voodoo. I'll agree with you on this. I believe the L's were a result of the designers late 9th edition into 10th edition as they're making the game. So, you know, actually more like early mid 9th edition, saying, they didn't realize that what they wanted to do is create an urban warfare game. And then they made an urban warfare game without thinking about it. This is now them deciding that they want an urban warfare game. And
that's fine.
That's cool
but the question,
in the sci-fi
listen,
world. Yeah.
I'm not even, you guys, I'm not talking about 40K. 40K is 40K. I'm not trying to touch it. I really don't care because I'm never going to play it.
Hands off my 40K.
Don't touch my stuff. This question that we're posing in this segment is, do we want to adapt it into Age of Sigmar? My answer is fucking no.
My answer is yes.
Well, fuck that.
I disagree. Because I want the current Sigmar terrain system, and you just put some different terrain pieces down where the objectives are, and yeah, then you make some cool rules for it. Like monsters, like I think something cool would be monsters and war machines. Like, they can go on it or not, or they can tag it, and they don't actually control it, but maybe they subtract control from enemy. Like, you could do some cool things with it. Like, oh, to get this objective, here's what I actually need to do here. I need to put my Saurus warriors need to go take it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can beat these Nighthaunt on objective control, because Nighthaunt make you. And so what I also am going to do is, well, I'm going to fight them with, but like this Carnosaur needs to tag the building.
Yeah.
And that maybe gives the Nighthaunt a minus or something. Like, something where like monsters and war machines, they actually don't help, but you know, having like Arcanauts going into the building help control it, but having a giant ironclad looming over it also helps. But it's not actually boots. You could do a lot of cool things with it,
I guess, but I don't like
no.
I don't like the rigidity of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's too rigid. This, like, again, because no one's listening. I shouldn't say no one.
Yes, Jan, of course.
Holly and Elijah are not listening.
No,
I'm not talking about 40K. I'm talking about the rule being applied in Sigmar. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Yeah, that's why I don't like it. I want the terrain to be the terrain and the objectives to be the objectives.
Yeah.
I like the changing it up with the terrain. It's like getting locked into like some shitty pop-up train or something. You can't play around with it.
You can't. You don't have options. Now, Chris, if you mean like the deployment zones or territories, yes. But the placement of terrain, one, is optional. Everybody uses it though, so that's not really a fair rebuttal. But I would also say, Chris, that there are a lot of options of what you actually put down in the spots where they suggest you put things down.
Catapult, Looney, yes! Like, that's a kind of great. This is like me and summoning my inner Roshan in our server. I'm like, yes, added sanity. I want a catapult.
I want a
catapult, and like any team
I don't
can
hate
get
it.
in it and like throw shit.
I don't hate it.
Go back to Battle Master.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's that.
Yeah.
We're polar opposites here.
A little bit, yeah.
Whether this should be here. Plunging fire. Okay, this one came up earlier in chat, and I was like, oh, I know my answer here.
Yeah, what do you...
It's a big fat fucking no.
Yeah, this is like
height-based...
It doesn't matter, Megan. Sorry. I don't want to cut you off.
It's height-based... careful. You just broke our light.
I didn't break the light.
It's broken. It's in pieces.
It's not broken. Yeah. What do you think about this?
It's height-based... what is it? Pluses and minuses, right, to your stats. And we have height-based rules now. Like if there's terrain over an inch, you're not supposed to be able to get over it.
Yeah, yeah.
And what do we do at home? Nah, we're not doing that.
Nobody's gonna do this.
Maybe at a tournament though, right? You have to deal with it. If you're at a tournament and like the other person is like, now that's a rule. You know, yeah, it is, I guess. Then you have to do it, right? But like most of the time you're at that I've been with you, like we have not really come across
the amount of games in 40K.
I couldn't track this. Like I would forget.
They do this every year. It's been Rend. Do you guys remember when it was Rend? Your Rend was better because you're shooting more vulnerable parts. They do this every year. Every year, everyone ignores it and doesn't do it. Every year. This is what's going to happen. Well, it might change this year because they're trying to make terrain more of a thing.
Yeah, looks like it.
But every year they try this, every edition, and every year people do exactly what you're saying. They just ignore it.
But I can see like Umi's talking about the knights, the towering for knights, right?
Yeah.
That's fun for your model, and your model's already tall, so you don't have to think about the terrain.
Show off. Can you show that again? This was the new Spearhead terrain, and this is the first time, like, not a lot of Sigmar terrain comes with a second story.
Oh yeah,
and this one does.
Does it stack? Wait.
No. But you can stand up here.
Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Right, I can put.
Do we have a ruler? Like, what is this like?
It's probably
like 2
that probably puts them
inches?
right at this. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is. Yeah,
But I hate it. I'm with you.
I think it's cool, like, as a concept. Again, like, we're talking about the concept. The concept is cool. It makes sense, honestly. Like, yeah, you're taller. You should get to do certain things. I remember, like, when we played and I'd get up high. Like, you shouldn't be able to shoot me, but you could. Or not shoot me, but charge me, but you could.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a level of complexity I'm not interested in. Yeah. So I wouldn't want to see this in Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, I don't care.
Personally.
Shooting's not as big of a deal, but
yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Umi. They won't use it. And then like local GTs or RTTs, will use it. And the amount of times that like you'll hear this, oh dude, I just realized you should have been +1 to hit in round 2. And like, whatever. That's like gonna happen all the time. And also, like, what happens? Okay, in this thing they're showing, and I didn't read this. Sorry.
It's okay.
All these attacking models, so they all have to be on it to get it. So even if if you have 10 fire warriors and only 9 of them fit up there, you don't get the +1 to hit. It's just sloppy. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Right. I know, Paul. They always do it. They always have. It's been Rend before. And I think in 9th or 8th it was Rend.
Yeah.
They always do a vertical terrain, and then they just really don't make it so that you want to play vertical terrain in any other way. It's hard to get up to. You can still get charged. It slows your movement down. It's like
it looks cool though.
It looks cool.
It looks really cool.
Looks cool.
Like so, I kind of
they should figure it out.
To counter me not wanting, I would say it's like a cool way to get you to set up cooler looking like placements on the board, I guess.
It needs to be honest.
Play with the terrain in that way. It encourages that.
People don't move into terrain to get offensive benefits. They move in terrain to get defensive benefits. Yeah. So if you go up on a second level, there needs to be a defensive benefit. And the defensive benefit probably needs to be something like -2 to charge. Or -1 to hit in like the benefit to having at least, I'm going to say this, ready? This will be mine. Half or more of your models in a target unit are on a second story. That unit is -2 to charge or something like that. Or the whole if all of them are -2 to charge, if half of them are -1, something, whatever, or make it even more basic than that. But like they give it these weird. And the +1 to hit is cool. It's like a sniper, right? Like snipers go up there and shoot. Mm-hmm. So I get that, but like really, you need to give it defensive. You need to give a defensive bonus.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I just this is another one for me that's like upkeep. Like, oh god, I have to remember this. But that's fine. I think that was the last one we brought up. And oh my gosh,
stuff
we're
it up.
Gonna get.
Can we
we're gonna
stuff
get
it?
So especially me. Oh my god, they hate us. No new non-cultists, you guys. We're trying to hit 10. We have a little bit of time left. We're going to go late today, obviously, because we had a lot to talk about. It got very feisty. And
Yeah.
it turns out that some people don't understand what we're talking about because they don't listen. But that's fine. We still love you guys. And we want to see what you've worked on. Steve, thank you for the membership. The new non-cultist. Ah! What did you get? You got Chris Sweet Land. Welcome.
I love the one on the floor flashing. Actually, it's pretty cool.
Because it fell over. Timber! Yeah, thanks you guys. No members like you being wrong. Thanks. All right, Bozo. Here we go. We're gonna see what you guys have been working on because that that's why we're really here. Fan stuff, you did it, and we're adding in a call out to our hobby mishaps channel, which exists in our Discord. Anytime you screw something up, you should share it because you're not the only one. We can all use that reminder from each other from time to time. Yeah.
Did he rage quit hobbying? What happened?
No,
Why did he?
I mean, read it.
This little shit of a nozzle broke off half down the thread.
Yeah, he like broke his airbrush.
So why did he need to put? I still don't understand.
He's like, he was trying to super glue. I don't know. Polly, you're here. Explain yourself. It's fucking weird. Super glued a needle reversed into his airbrush to fix his nozzle. I don't know. He'll explain it. But that's what happened. He broke his airbrush. Now he has to get a new airbrush. Sucks. I don't have much to say about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you broke
sharing.
your airbrush.
Yeah,
I don't
sucks.
understand this, but
A piece of the nozzle was stuck in the airbrush.
okay.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm imagining that. That seems hard. Like, I'm not saying, yeah, that's weird. I wonder, yeah.
So were you trying to use the tip of the needle to grab it? Yes. Oh, so you could turn it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, like a lot of people are afraid to do this, but this is what, like the best thing to clean your airbrush out, like gunk, is the needle.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Because it's the shape that's supposed to go in there.
Right.
If it's too small, you can damage it. If it's too big, you can damage the nozzle, right?
Yeah.
Like, so the needle is the best tool to clean it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, right. I guess if you're buying a new airbrush, at least you can keep the old needle to be a tool for cleaning it.
Well, no, he super glued it into this thing.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right. Sorry, Polly. Thanks for sharing your hobby mishap so we can make fun of you a little bit. Cool. That takes us to your stuff. This is Alleles. What is this? What is this? This is a different game, obviously. This is not 40K.
Yeah, I don't know what these
This
are.
is not GW.
Yeah, I don't know what these are.
But yeah, using some contrast there. Purple and orange, like purple in this warm, is like a pretty common.
Yeah,
It's been popping up a lot recently. I feel like I've noticed it.
These bases are interesting.
Including the image that is on, I think it's here on Timbit's poster, right? Don't forget about this, you guys. It's the 26th. Everyone's welcome to join this color palette workshop. But yeah, back to our stuff. Thanks, Alil. Oh, this is, let's see. I have you guys listed. Oh, there we go. Black Knight.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, yeah.
Dude, anytime I see this color, this green, I'm like, yeah, I love it. The purple and green. Yeah, this is great. I forget what the name of this model was. Do you remember, Zach?
Oh, this is like the witch lady.
Yeah.
I forget her name from the new witch lady, Mortal from Maggotkin.
Okay.
I always forget her name, but
and then there's this like these bugs, right? This whole line got a bunch of these bug models, right? Bugs that kind of look like this.
Festus.
Yeah,
They redid him, and he's like
cool.
riding a really weird, gross one. Yeah.
Yeah, the Cyst Witch. Thank you.
Cyst Witch, yeah.
I love this. I love this model too. Cool. There we go. Thanks, Black Knight. It's really pretty. Vino.
Oh yeah, he finishes Carthusa. She's looking good.
Yeah, it did look good. And again, he's theming all of his teams. All of his armies off of football teams.
Yeah, but she actually doesn't have because of kind of how she is. She doesn't really
She's ready for Blood Bowl.
She doesn't really do the Packers vibe too much.
She's very dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really her. Where is it? Like on her legs, maybe. I'm trying to. No.
Well, I think he didn't want to do her wings
Yeah.
green or yellow. So
Yeah.
but I still think
that.
right, exactly. I still think she looks
she's
cool.
neutral enough. She fits in. Anyways,
Yeah.
this came out really nice, and
It did.
Your photo's very nice too, Vino.
Oh yeah, nice job on the hair. Yeah.
Rudy, we know this guy.
Yep.
Rudy posted a whole like big block of the whole process that he undertook.
Yeah, he's been busy.
Yeah.
Rudy's been busy. We appreciate his support and
always.
And
I love that gun.
It looks like he's going good.
The pink, it's really pretty.
He did that. Yeah, the Tyrant Guard here in the front look like they've gone kind of a different direction than on the Carapace. I kind of like this. Mm-hmm. It makes them look like stone.
A little more model. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
it's different.
I like these. Yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of cool bases.
Let's move on. We're going to get back to this.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I didn't mean to leave that in. Okay. We're going to talk about it later. Don't worry, Polly. Madman. What are these guys?
These are Mechanicus. I love these models. These are like their cavalry unit in 40K. They ride these like mechanical horses. I love that Mechanicus was like, we don't need motorcycles. We'll make horses.
They have the coolest, like, that you're right. They do have the coolest models.
Yeah, in 40K, especially, honestly, I say this is Scutari, which are these guys, but the old 50 style robot ones too are just, I love those fucking things. Yeah. I love this faction. If I ever got back into 40K, I think I would actually kind of go hard. I have 2 Xenos armies. I would go hard into these guys and Alpha Legion.
Oh, are they large dogs?
They're like,
gosh,
yeah,
they're funny.
Yeah, I
guess.
Is
this a horse?
Yeah, it's like a horse dog.
Yeah. No,
thing,
I know, but I love the yellow. It really pops against the dark.
All the metals.
And and the red base. It's really cool. Ooh, whose was this? Little Hashut dude. We'll find it. What do you think? This is Steve's. We know this guy. Oh yeah, that's right. Steve, this is the first time he made his own tactical
tactical
rock.
Practical tactical rock.
How was it, Steve? Good job.
I like this. I actually really like the gold, red, blue color combo.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Like a lot.
Your eye goes straight to that gem and it's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His gold is.
Isn't it nice?
It looks like hammered.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of curious how he did that. Doesn't it look like it's like hammered?
It does.
Like these are cheap Hashut who just get iron like things and then hammer gold leaf over it. And like the other Hashut like buy helmets from him like, hey, this is zinc. But I like the way it looks.
It's really pretty. I love that muted blue.
Yes.
These muted colors are so nice.
With gold.
And then a big red gem with like a reddish base. It's nice.
Yeah, very cool.
This is Chef.
Oh, I like this color.
Crazy colors. I know. I like it too. He went helmet on, not helmet off. This is the new guy.
No.
No?
This is just a...
Are you sure? That looks like the new guy to me, and I painted it.
No, the new guy... Is that the new guy? I don't know. Maybe. I thought this was just a basic guy. Actually, I think this is like one of the Sentinel champions.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm getting confused with the banners. Okay. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, cool. It's... I love this color combo.
A Warden champion.
Sorry, Theodro. Yeah. I got confused.
Do you guys remember when you were a kid? If you're,
like Barney.
I'm gonna say between the ages of 38 and 48 maybe, and there's all those like Ghostbuster toys that came with that slime that had that very distinct smell that was like kind of bad, but if you smelled it again, you'd get nostalgic for it. Somehow Chef like captured that color. That is the exact color of all that weird slime that got in your parents' carpet and pissed them off. And
oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really cool Chef.
I like these.
This is Looney, I believe.
Yeah, I like this. I love the colors he's gone with here.
Is this Looney? Or no, Droog, the other double O guy.
Yeah, I really like the colors he's gone with here. It's the classic that like, no, green and red doesn't look like Christmas. Just do it right.
It's very muted green,
Yeah.
which helps. And dude, I love the work done on the torches.
Yes.
So nice. Yeah.
Now, not to take anything away from Looney, it doesn't hurt that in my, again, best lines that GW has. I think Cities is up there with Lumineth and Mechanicus. And I think
This is tasteful Christmas.
I think Fusiliers might be one of the coolest infantry units GW makes. I love, dude, the shield, the fucking helmet, the gun, yeah, and then all the lanterns and stuff.
Okay.
Like when you make a unit of a full unit, and they all have the lanterns and the flags.
Yeah, that's gonna be very striking.
It's such a cool unit.
Upper middle class colors.
Yeah, this is upper middle class Christmas.
Nice job,
And also, you know, the other thing he did, and I think this was a very good move on his behalf, to make it not look like Christmas, he didn't take third-party Santa Claus hats and put them on all of the guys. And a lot of people will do that, and I think he did a good move here not doing that.
Well, that's Jupiter, and Jupiter can do it because he knows how to make that work.
Jupiter is a known lunatic in the entire Pacific Northwest region, and
we're skipping that too. We'll get to it.
He is a true madman.
Yeah.
He makes madman look like the Pope. I guess that the Pope is who we're using for sanity.
This is Voodoo's.
Yeah, this is classic Voodoo.
Yeah, Voodoo, Mr. Shady Potion.
Yeah, Voodoo? What time traveling machine did you use to find this model?
Look how cute.
I know, I love it. Is this like antlers?
I know. Yeah, he's holding like an antler weapon.
I like that.
Terrifying.
I like that the orc is like, what is this? Is this scratch? Did you like custom this or?
He does do a lot of
yeah, he's the only
stuff.
He's the only lunatic that does metal custom built models. I like this.
So cute.
I like the sword. He's got it like
3D printed. Okay.
Okay.
I really like the antlers. That's funny. It's like a really bizarre. I guess it could work as like a bow and arrow. Like if you strung between the antlers.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know if it is. I'm just saying, like, I can see it working. It's an orc, so it doesn't matter. They're crazy, right?
Polly. Yeah, tough. He's got you there, Voodoo. Come on.
Oh my god. Yeah, very cool. More green and purple, which is probably why Voodoo was rooting for it. This is Taru.
Oh, cool. It's nice to see. Yeah, I know Taru has, she had her kind of like had to do her hobby space and everything. This is cool. This is grimy, but not too grimy. Sometimes I think people use weathering to cover up the fact that, like, to speed up their paint job. I was going to say to cover up the fact that they made a lot of mistakes.
That's definitely not what I did
and
last night. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's good, but she's done a nice job. This looks good.
That's cute.
Also, by the way, can we just talk about why the fuck aren't models in 40K on bases, like vehicles?
What? Oh. No,
it's so much better.
We're done ripping on 40K rules.
No, this one is on a base, and I'm like, put them on a fucking base. It looks better.
It does look really nice, yeah. And it lets you gives you a opportunity to do cool stuff under the tires.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, ever try to like resolve combat against a devilfish? Have fun.
All right. Anyway.
Or measure charge distance.
I mean, this is a lesh. Oh man, I stopped paying attention to Discord. I was trying to stop paying attention too much to Discord while I was gone. But I did see this one. I was like, oh, I love those runes.
I love the runes
cool.
too.
Yeah.
I didn't do glowing runes on mine. I kind of wish I had on my Shrine Gina.
Glowing. The red just like is so in your face.
I want to see the rest of this army now.
Yeah. Yeah. This is really cool.
I see he went with Marathi Legion here. Marathi Allegiance. As opposed to Cthulhu.
That's right. Well, it flips, right?
The
token.
The shit in the
right.
shit in the pot.
The shit in the pot
does, but the token doesn't.
Token.
I also picked Marathi, even though I use Cthulhu way more.
Very pretty.
But yeah.
Yeah. This is Rathmore.
This is a cool model.
Yeah, I think it's D&D related, or it would fit in D&D.
Oh,
what they were talking about.
these those like rich tiger guys in D&D that are also really powerful? Maybe. I forgot what they're called. I remember seeing their picture in the old Monstrous manual. Yes, Rakash. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is super cool. Yeah. This is a good paint job.
Fun.
I like the paint. I like the outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super grungy and gross looking. I love it. Like there's like open wounds and stuff all over it.
Are there?
Aren't there? I don't. Here, let's pull it up.
Are these tattoos or no? Maybe they are. Oh, I think it just might be like how he colored it, like kind of spots or something.
Oh, maybe. But the dude looks grungy, and I'm into it.
Yeah. It's a grungy style for sure.
Yeah, I read it as open wounds, or disease. Yeah, disease is also
Maybe.
Yeah, very cool. And it's always like nice to see something not 40K.
Yeah.
And
or
GW.
GW. Yeah.
Get some variety. Boris.
Yep. Looking good. All right, let's find a new thing because all of Boris's shit looks amazing. So let's find a new thing to call out. Oh, okay. Here, I got it. This one's pretty quick and easy.
Burn marks, yeah.
Yeah, the hammer is cool. The shade, see the like the black
really nice,
shading on the hammer. That's good. Like use of the blue for shading. And also I like the chips on the scratches on the shoulder
I was just
pad.
looking at that too. Yeah. That's all stuff I have a hard time with. It's really nice, of course. Weathering over mistakes. There's Sad Tony.
Sad Tony.
Another gorgeous shot.
We know this guy. This guy's local. Yeah, I wonder if he'll be a mixer. I know we know this guy, but we don't really know this guy that well. But he is he's super. He paints really good ultramarines.
Yeah, these are so pretty. He's been, and we feature his army shots in Nice Army Shot all the time. When he shares them in big groups against like terrain. But anyways, this is a new dude he painted. Oh, look at the spots on the. I just saw that on the fur. So nice.
The fur in general is amazing. Yeah, he's a really interesting painter. It's like, what if I did the 90s style a little bit, but mostly just was a really good painter. Like,
okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the 90s spirit of the 90s is in here a little bit.
Yeah.
Remember that song?
The spirit of the 90s.
Portlandia. Yeah, I feel like he's got a little bit. It also just might be the fact that they're ultramarines.
Yeah, maybe.
That color is
Yeah.
iconically linked to the 90s painting, of course, right?
Professor.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. This professor's funny. He sometimes we're in our Discord with him and in one of our hobby hangs, and I feel like he's like kind of like. I mean, he has a sense of humor. It's a very fun vibe, but he seems like sometimes a little doom and gloom on his own painting. Like,
know.
oh, I'm just trying to get blow up. But it always looks great.
I know. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
But you know what? He was like, I didn't do a base. I didn't finish the bases, so I'm just not going to put it on one. In true 40K form.
Yeah.
No base.
There's a funny story about this model real quick. Can I tell this story?
Yeah.
You probably don't remember this. Megan and I got into Warhammer 40,000 in and around late 2008. And when we did, this was the hot release at the moment you and I got in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't
There's
remember.
always a hot release. And the reason it was an especially hot release because it was flyers entering the game. Like
was that the first time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like really from GW plastic. I think there had been some Forge World resin ones.
Sure.
But this model was very funny. We ordered those old starter boxes from Wayland Games back when I guess in the US you could still order from Wayland Games. And it took them forever to show up. And they released an email to like everybody who was like, hey guys, we're really sorry. We're so backed up because GW gave us 1 billion of these and we sold 1 billion of these. And like I still think this is like one of my favorite kits also. Maybe I have a little nostalgia for it. I don't own it. Maybe I have a little nostalgia for it. But this thing is so fucking cool looking.
Yeah. Yeah, he did a nice job.
This makes me want to play IG for sure. Yeah, I would do a bunch of these in like white and yellow, and I have gotten to paint them for Aeronautica, and I do white and yellow for my Imperial Navy, and I love this model. Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah.
Next is Gandalf.
Yeah.
This is from. Oh, sorry, Meg. I don't have the keyboard though.
So you just click, and I'll help.
Oh, you're right. The mouse is weird.
Stop. That's okay. You can still
There
talk
we go.
about it. Stroming fish.
Stroming fish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is very Gandalf-y. I always like this kind of sketchy, sketch out style.
Yeah.
I don't do it for anything I paint. I think if you use an airbrush for anything other than base coats, you kind of lose the ability to do this style.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's just smooth, right? Like, this style is not about being smooth. It's about sketching up highlights in a, like, illustrative way. I really like it.
Yeah.
And this is like a great model to do it on.
Yeah. It's cute. Is this from Middle Earth or is this from something else? Like just a random...
I don't know. I'm
know
not
the
super
models
familiar.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High C3L. Is that Celtic? Is that like like a saying the like with numbers?
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, this is super cool.
Welcome.
This is super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Here we go. Nice job, sir. Who's this? This looks I mean, I know this is a Necron.
That's Ted.
Oh, this is Ted. Oh,
Yeah, look,
so good to see Ted doing stuff.
You can see the paints he used in the back. He contrasted a lot of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ted is not always like down to hobby, so I am always happy when I see that he's done stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted is a really good player. Mm-hmm. Like quite highly good at
Quite highly good.
at Necrons as a Necron player competitively. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy to see Ted painting. You know what he kind of knocked out of the park on this model? That's a little harder to do than you'd think. I think he used the GW crackle paint, which is the best one.
Oh.
Yeah, good base, good crackle base. Not always easy to do. Okay, moving on. This is super. Oh, is this Elijah? No. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elijah's.
Okay, yeah, this looks
Isn't that
great.
pretty?
Yeah.
Really,
Also
and
good photography.
Yeah, I was gonna say like nice mood lighting, and framing.
Yeah.
Of the model.
Yeah, this guy's hot.
It looks hot. Like
he
it
looks like he got
it's
some-
in a hot place. Yeah.
No, I meant like this guy got like glamour pics taken.
Oh, also
In his
right,
armor.
That too.
Look at that front. Look at that top left one. That's
These
sexy.
are calendar photos.
This guy's Mr. April right here.
God.
Yeah, this
We
looks
should
great.
have.
Oh, we should totally.
You know, like you know what
That's
I'm gonna
very
say. Yeah.
Yeah, good metal.
Yeah.
Good metal. Good cloth. Little cloth highlighting there.
Yeah.
His Tinder 40K pics. Yeah. Also, I got to tell you, Elijah, your base. This is the best one of these yet you've done, I think.
Aw.
Yeah, I think you're refining, zeroing in on this look. I like it.
It's Tinder pics.
Because I know Elijah, I'm going to say a thing that's going to sound like it's not what he was going for, but I really appreciate this. Which is that, and this is kind of a weird thing to say, and he knows I'm not going to mean this as an insult.
Oh my.
The crackle base looks like, I promise I mean this as a compliment.
Oh my.
It looks like creme brulee. And I think
what?
that's,
Why would?
I think that's kind of
Maniac.
like almost like, right? Like that's like kind of what you want. And it's like pretty good. Also, I don't know what color you're using on the rims, but I really like it. I like color rims.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you do.
And I liked what he did with that.
This is Dominion.
Dominion, this guy's cool.
Yeah. Have we seen Dominion
I don't
before
think so.
on the hobby submitting work? Cool. So it's welcome.
Looks new to
If
me.
you have, then we're sorry we don't remember. But yeah, this is super cool.
Shut up, Polly. I like it.
I know.
This is one of the most, there's like varying degrees of how you paint Nurgle to be grungy
So cool.
and grimy. But one thing I think a lot of people do when they paint Nurgle, because Nurgle has this element to it of kind of being like the least evil chaos god and sort of like whimsical in a way. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they often capture like horror, body horror element of it. This guy's torso is super gross in a way that a lot of Nurgle painters don't do. They do the red,
It's
they do the
nasty, yeah.
this looks gross. This looks like
This looks like skin that has rot in. Yeah.
It doesn't-
gone through all the phases.
as opposed to just being green, which like
Right.
the green makes you think like, oh, this is part of like Nurgle's
fine.
magic or vibe.
Yeah.
But like this looks like real like human skin. Yeah, this is pretty gross. Also, nice work on all the metal. I do detect, and this is a good thing. I made it sound like it wasn't. I do detect some dirty down on that blade,
Nice, yeah.
which is cool. Nurgle's a good user. Is this a new Blight King? I think that these are one of the new Blight. We haven't actually seen the new Blight Kings up close. I'm a big fan of the antlers.
Yeah. They're cool.
Yeah.
Green and purple. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
This is what I meant to do. That's why we skipped him earlier. We had Project of the Week. We haven't had the stream in like 2 weeks, so I wanted to pick 2. And everybody was like, at the same time decided, okay, I'm going to start posting all of my stuff in work in progress. And I was like, shit, man, there's so many good projects to choose from that people have been showing off. And so these are my runner-ups. I wanted to give runner-ups because there's so many. And that doesn't mean you can't be Project of the Week later.
We're millennials. Everyone gets a trophy.
That's not what I'm doing. You know what? Not everybody's part of the worth mentioning. So not everyone gets a trophy.
Oh, no. Oh, wow.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Since you had to be weird.
Doesn't
to point
feel
that
good,
out.
does it, though, guys?
Oh, my God. Anyways, this is Dan's.
Dan who? There's a million Dans. Oh, Dan. Bear Cap Dan.
Dan.
Yeah, there's so many Dans. And,
Oregon Dan.
and you can't even say tall Dan because they're all tall,
They're all
too.
tall, too. I know. And hairy.
Yeah, they're all kind of hairy.
Probably.
Yeah, all the Dan.
Yeah, probably.
Just being a Dan right now and getting
Like,
shade
oh,
hit.
geez.
Is
it shade to be hairy? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh.
Anyways.
Getting compliment.
using Bear Cav to do some like cool 70s style artwork on the side of his tank.
Dan is super into Bear Cap Dan. If you don't know, he is super into niche. I'm gonna say he's gonna if he watches this or would hear me describe it, he'd probably yell at me. I what I'm gonna call niche heavy metal, and so this is what he was doing. Right, he wanted this kind of like heavy metal.
70s side of the van paint job is what this reminds me of.
Correct. Yeah, and that's like all of that vibe of like heavy metal music, heavy metal cartoon. The side of airbrush van, he's like into that. That's like his thing. And yeah, this was quite good.
Yeah, it's fun. So I thought this was definitely worth mentioning.
Yeah, I don't know, Polly. Nobody knows your weird Dutch metal band.
Okay. Anyway, we can move on.
I just want to fight Polly off stream.
We can do that while we
move
keep
to
going. The next slide.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. You can fight with him all you want.
I'm sorry. In all seriousness, Lightning's amazing.
Oh, totally. Yeah. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to see this when it's done because you can see in the last frame he's working on some drawing going on over the top.
All right, what about this one?
All right, this is Polly's. Polly was doing some exploration of this new material. He showed how he first built his base out of stuff, the zenithal, and then some of the materials he was playing around with and ultimately didn't like. Yeah, he learned something and he wasn't happy about it.
Yeah.
But that's important.
I appreciate that. Polly's a really good painter.
I know.
I'm going to get that out of the way so that now I can make fun of him for a little bit.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Thing number 1, joke 1. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Polly, nice job using natural materials and then repainting them to look like natural materials.
Dude, that's what we do.
Super
That's
smart.
what we do in the competitive painting world.
Can we also talk about the Kevin James, or not Kevin James, oh man, I screwed this joke up.
Wow, great joke.
Jane Silent Bob,
Oh.
Clerks, the Clerks style, black and white one on the left.
That's
Oh, I'm looking at the colors. I know, whatever.
zenithal.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Well,
moving on. Wait,
I appreciate learning through what you guys try.
I actually do too.
Because I do learn stuff this way. So it is nice to see how you build your stuff. And like, he didn't like how this came out. He had the green and then put, what was it? Like, you put red or brown over it or something. And you're like, yep, looks terrible, just like I pictured it would.
Yeah.
And so he started
Wait,
over.
can I say a couple more jokes real fast? I know we're going long, but
Very long, yeah.
okay. But here's the thing. Also, the black and white one looks pretty good. If you could just use that one, then you're in good. If the world.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if you only play in black and white places, I think you'll be.
All right, moving on.
Hey,
These jokes aren't really landing.
I think. Well, okay.
The people who are supposed to laugh at your jokes will tell you if they're landing.
Okay, last thing though, I don't dislike the final result. Polly, I'm actually kind of curious. Like, did you hit? I'm kind of curious how it would look if you hit it with a matte varnish. To be honest with you,
All right.
I appreciate
Thank you,
the
Polly.
trying
We
things
love
because
you.
I always tell people
But not in
to
a weird way.
do that. Well, kind of a weird way. All right, what's this?
This is Voodoo's. Voodoo. I like seeing like the 3D file
This is super cool,
first,
yeah.
and then taking it to the end. And at the end, like it's hard to see in that picture, but this thing is huge. There's a stove in the background for scale, and obviously it's And obviously it's more fun than chess because it's
On a chessboard.
it's like asserting dominance over that chessboard.
Rook.
Yeah.
It's a rook from chess, but like a knight rook. Not a knight from chess. A knight from 40K, but rook from chess combined.
Yeah, it's ultimate chess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing is like you have to take this thing off the board like 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each time it has hit points.
It's many layers. But anyway, like, is this the size of a cog fort?
I don't know. We don't
Like
know
the
yet.
base size? It's hard to tell because this thing is bigger than a stove. If you look at the picture. So.
People are really good at thinking they're providing. Okay, now I'm going to make fun of Voodoo because we know him too.
Yeah, we can make fun of him.
People, none of this actually, if you think about it, none of this actually helps you determine the scale. All of these things could be different sizes also.
Well, look at how small the picture frames are. It's so big.
You don't know.
Anyway.
I think the Christmas lights are the only
Look
thing.
at how much bigger than a chessboard it is.
That could be a really tiny, that could be a coaster.
All right, projects of the week. We have 2 true projects of the week. These did it for me.
Oh, yes.
So
Let's talk about
this
this
is
cool.
Philip's.
Yeah.
Philip learned something by accident, which is always very cool especially when it works out for you. We'll start from the beginning, which was he brushed on primer instead of spraying it.
Yeah.
Everyone says not to do that,
Yeah.
right? Like, don't do that. It's not going to look good.
I mean, you look at that right there.
It doesn't look good,
You'd
right?
be like, I
I'd
hope
be
this
like,
isn't.
Oh,
I hope you're
gosh.
not planning on like a silk cape, but
Yeah.
alas.
Voodoo didn't like my joke. All right. But yeah, but then when he went to paint it, he's like, oh, this looks like leather.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, you're right. Nice. Like, that's a cool little trick to have in your back pocket now, knowing how you can do some quick leather that works. Like, it works. It looks like leather. So I really liked that. When I saw that, and this is going further back before the leather, but just more of the model itself.
My favorite thing is
when I saw it over while I was gone, I was like, oh, that's going to be project of the week. That's going to be hard to beat. Like, I saw that right away and was like, yeah.
My favorite thing is to listen to Philip explain something like this, because whenever he explains what he did, it's like it's just hilarious. He's a goofy dude.
Yeah.
He just it's really fun to listen to him explain his painting.
Yeah.
Especially I want to hear him
self-deprecating.
Yes, that's I want to hear him explain I decided to be a moron and do this,
Right.
but then it paid off. Like being stupid pays off is like what he would say.
Yeah. Second project of the week is Rough House.
Yeah.
Working on these beautiful shoulder pads. Like you look at this and you're like, what the hell? How do I start? Right? And that's what I appreciate about his process documentation.
He's good at this kind of really weird, grimy shit. Yeah.
Right. So he started, here's like the initial airbrushing. Started the whole thing. And this is smart. You start light and work darker. So white down for the cream first, then red, then the dark blue stripes. You can see it's getting progressively darker, so it's easy to cover the layers beneath. And then those like satisfying tape stripes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And some decals. So the decals went on before the grime, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And then before the super, super heavy application of gloss varnish.
This is just to seal things in.
Yes.
And then
then you do the oils. Oh, haha. But yeah, after this became the oils, and then that's when we got that, this first shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Very cool.
Yeah. Nice job, you guys.
Yeah, really good.
Oh my gosh. We're still nine cultists away. How sad. But I thought today was pretty fun.
Yep.
We talked about a lot of things. I argued with chat, and I had some good points.
We had a lot of fun today, folks, but it's important to remember
It's important that I had a lot of good points.
that we had a lot of good points.
We did. You and I had good points.
Good points for a game we don't play.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I hope 40K 11th Ed is super fun.
Yeah.
It will be. I mean, 10th Ed 40K, I'm sure, is super fun for people who are playing it. Like, it's about perspective. But I am curious, what will be the holy shit, why did they do this day one vibe? If there is one, maybe there won't be. It was devastating wounds in 10th. So let's see what the misanthrope is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to deflect a little onto 40K because we know there's changes coming up for AOS.
I mean, the
That
funny
we'll get to bitch about soon.
we're
too, I'm
we're
sure.
really excited for 11th at 40K, and I'll tell you guys why. As a
yeah.
YouTube channel, we can count on at least a month of fucking no AOS releases because wow, has it been?
We need a break.
We need a break.
We're so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Looney, what's really funny about that is there's this prevailing theory that you might first think among like people who do content creation where if you are an AOS content creator, you know, everything going into
No, Chris, stop it.
suddenly all the attention and everyone's wallets and everything being devoted to 40K would be bad. There's probably, our experience has been that there's a little bit of that right away. But ultimately it's good. And so we like that now right away because we want the break. We fucking welcome it. But what happens is it just gets more people wargaming.
Yeah.
And when people are wargaming, they play other war games. They play AOS, they play Infinity, Legion, War Machine's making a big comeback, which is nice. It generally just gets people out and playing, which is good. It's a good thing for everybody. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Just
we
hit the
did
button
it.
real fast.
I was giving them time in case they wanted to be like generous and stuff, but I get it. It's fucking rough out there.
It's rough.
Yeah.
We got help
Let's go.
yesterday
Let's go.
during
Let's
my
go.
show.
Let's go.
So that's it. That's
thank you,
that's
guys.
the show. We did it.
It was a little long. I hope it was fun. We talked a lot. We're going to try to keep doing that, make it more talky. Friendly Neighborhood Canuck. Thank you. That's very sweet at the very end.
That is very sweet. I almost wish we had a fortune to
We're at
read them.
6. Oh, you know what's funny is we forgot to do the fortune. We had some feedback for our fortune.
Oh, we did get a little fortune.
We did.
We'll
Should
have
we show
to.
it really quick or save it for next time?
Let's show it.
Okay.
Let's show it real
Can
quick.
we show it? Okay, let's go to support really quick. Let me grab the picture. One sec. This is important. And I can also say thank you in the banner by updating the number to 6.
Because of 1 plus 5.
Because that's how math works. Yeah. Oops. All right.
Yeah,
Let me find
so
this thing.
as you guys may or may not know, if you watch our AOS game shows, we read fortunes from a fortune company called Madam Lady's Paper Fortunes for Cookies. And there's a website link. Yesterday, one of our supporters got a pretty rough fortune, I would say. I didn't think it was fair. I thought that was kind of shitty for Madam Lady to say about that person.
Yeah, it wasn't very nice.
It was not nice. We don't write the fortunes or have really much to do with them, so I can't.
Yeah,
I don't really want to completely apologize. Okay.
I meant to have this on a totally different slide.
Yeah. There it is. I like it like this. No, it's better like this.
It's a mess. It's supposed to be against white. Don't worry.
No,
about
I
it,
like the
guys.
transparent. So,
no sense.
yeah, somebody who supports the channel got a fortune that said your local sports team is naming their new baseball or naming their new sports park or something after you, and it's going to be called Small Penis Smelly Breath Field or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that the penis was smelly or what was going on. Up until now, a kid could have been watching this show, and then we were about to end, and now we did it.
It's fine. Kids like penis jokes. They'll live.
Yeah.
The penis jokes come from children.
That's fair.
But yeah, so anyways, this Mama Fortune, whatever website, they're also being really generous and they're collecting donations specifically for our channel. So you can actually go there, get a free fortune and donate.
And give us more money. Yeah, you could get insulted and then give us money.
Just like you do on the Age of Sigmar streams.
Just like it happens. And we're really sorry. So a lot of the fortunes are good. There's a good one like a while back about visiting Atlantis. Like some of them are nice. Yeah.
All right. Now, thank you guys.
Yeah.
See you guys later. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and always be creating. Bye. Oh my God. These guys.